How are you doing? Welcome to the Mackham Cabbies channel. Oh, so what's it going to be tonight then, everybody, eh? Oh, SAFC fan, how are you doing? You're okay, mate? How's things? I've just not long been in from work, talking about rushing about these night games. Oh, dear me. Didn't finish work till about 7:05.
To hear about incidents which happen, or maybe it held up on.
Yeah, I'm just muting the commentary. Hello, the Pakataka Andrew. How are you doing? Are you okay? Oh, football, football, football.
Get the young lad back out. Don't put too much pressure on him. But I'm thinking for players.
Hi, how you all doing? So we've got the team news. We've got Patterson, Hume, Ballard, Meffam, O'Neill, Neil, Rigg, Job, Watson, Roberts, Isidore, subs as Moore, Alessi, Hijeldi, Johnson, Alesic, Ashish, Rusin, Mayenda and Connolly. And there's a lot of people saying already, why is Watson starting? Well, what do you think about that one then? What do you think about that? Oh, I haven't even had my tea yet and I'm absolutely starvanios. So hope you are all well. Got a really good connection at the minute, so that's good. All systems go. So we've got the comments coming in already. Hey, my friend, says the Pakataka Andrew. Thank you to Gordon Seymour for putting the team news in. Hey, my friend, says the Packer. Ken Walton, a member of the channel. Hello, Ken. You alright, mate? He says took 28-1 for 3-1 to the lads. Gordon Seymour says I'm good. This is one game that I would have been pleased to see a draw. If we lose tonight, it's 13-point drops out of 18. The Pakataka Andrew says I'm doing okay, thanks, mate. I listened to the match the other night. It was shocking. I thought it was just weird, wasn't it? That was just strange.
Who's talking about round pegs in square holes?
So I am just going to grab a little nibble to eat. 2 seconds. I'll have to talk to them and find out why the speed isn't so good. Oh, dear me. Da-da-da-da-da.
See a bit of both. Obviously, being a goalkeeper, it's great to get a clean sheet, but on a whole, I think it's frustrating that we had such great control in the game and we weren't able to find goals to win the game.
You'll be pleased though to be back in Millwall. How frustrating was your little spell out?
Yeah, it was frustrating. Obviously, I'd not really missed any time with injury and felt quite strange not being in the matchday squads. But yeah, I just had to keep working hard and make sure I was back as quick as I could be.
And how is it working with a keeper like Simon, who, when we spoke to him at Preston, it was all for you coming back in. Normally a keeper, he gets his chance, he wants to stay in, but he seems very, very honest and upfront that he's right behind you, your future, you're the number one.
Yeah, obviously Simon's a great lad and we push each other all the time in training and yeah, at the end of the day we all want the same thing and we all working towards the same thing, so yeah, we have a great relationship and yeah, I've loved working with him so far.
And you've come back in, Millwall, everything was thrown at you in the second half. Tonight you basically didn't have a great deal to do, did you?
Yeah, it was quite the contrast for me. Obviously Millwall, we knew what we were going to get playing there, and then obviously tonight the lads defended really well, controlled the game from start to finish pretty much, and yeah, I didn't have a great deal to do at all.
I know a lot of people focus on the fact it's 5 draws, but you're unbeaten in 10 now. You're still there or thereabouts in the top 3 or 4. Friday night's game has suddenly become a even bigger game than it was before.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they won tonight, so they go 2 points clear of us. But obviously, that doesn't change things for us. We want to go to Sheffield and win the game, and that's what our aim will be.
And everyone enjoying it, presumably, at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great feeling around the club and the atmosphere in the dressing room's great. So,
I mean, and for someone like you who's come through the academy here, come into this situation, you've seen all the lows, you've seen some bad times here. How's it feel to be part of that now?
yeah, I think especially this season we've got something really special within the group, and I think we've got.
I'm just rushing around at the minute.
In the team as well, so yeah. It's,
like I said, just got in late from work.
Around it and continue.
And a quick word as well.
Fernie, hello Fernie, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Evening Stuart and all, don't let me down tonight. Winning a Sunderland win,
Yeah,
come on.
been unbelievable.
I hope we do you a favour, mate. It's going to be a tough ask.
Concentrating all the time. He does his job really,
I'm
really
going
well. So, yeah,
3-1 to Sunderland, says Packer. Wow.
Or was it the other way
Make
around?
a break 6 pointer, says
but
Brett.
both, it has to be that way, doesn't it? So, we have
Suleiman says, go on Sunderland.
I think you can see
And
that.
Colin
on
Robinson
the pitch as
says, don't forget to hit like everyone. Cheers, Colin.
Total Sport North East.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
Anthony Patterson there. It looks like another club that got
Yeah, just going to have to mute that because the music's starting. Talk about Russian. Ryan, hello Ryan, you're okay, mate? Davey, how you doing, Davey? Luke is playing left back tonight. And I've sorted the internet out, Davey. So Monday's show, it'll be good. So hopefully, not only we'll have a good connection, Davey, but we'll have a superb result to talk about and all. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? Oh, dear me, I'm at 6s and 7s. I hate just getting in from work, literally
tough challenges.
just
and,
straight onto this
different style
because
of
it's like
play.
the age
So,
still work
for us,
board.
as I explained before, we need to be very versatile. So the game model with probably the how we press and how we can press in the high. How
Right,
can we press
to get lost.
in the midfield? How can we defend in our final turn? Until our restarts, the imbalance in the midfield and the way we can finish the set pieces, we have to be strong in every phases, and against different opponents, probably
Just ordered
2
a
or
nice
3 phases are
yummies
more important
takeaway.
in that game, and in the other game
We
it will
always have a
be
takeaway on a
2 or
Friday.
3 other phases. So it depends on the situation, and
You rude
sometimes
not me, wasn't it?
on the scenario as well, because we can start with one scenario and finish with another one. So a well-rounded team is.
I will put myself on mute because you don't want to hear me munching me crisps.
And I think
No,
so
you
far
don't.
these foundations are getting better
I
and
said,
better.
Cabby, you're on mute because you
Not
don't want to hear me
perfect at all,
going
but,
crunch, 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 do
You
you?
can feel that we can trust different phases, and now we have to master a little bit more.
You said a few times in the last few weeks you're not quite perfect yet. You're still looking for perfection. Do you think you can ever find perfection? Do you ever think you can come off the pitch and say that performance was perfect?
Oh, Davey,
Perfect.
I'll have to listen
So,
to that, mate. I've just been that busy tonight at work.
consistent.
I will
It was,
catch up and
I
listen
think,
to that.
To be fair, it was like that for
Sorry, you got 1-1,
75
says
minutes
Colin.
against West Brom. Just the finishing zone.
David
wasn't,
Jackson says
perfect, and
3-1.
pressed very well.
Sorry,
On
3-2.
the pitch, man for man, zonal defense was proactive.
Gabby
We
Hall,
spoke
good
about
evening,
that,
mate. Says, evening,
last,
Cabby. Been
press
watching
conference, I
a
think.
Blades
It
podcast,
was
and they are
really,
cautious
really
as us
good,
in their
and
thinking about this game.
I like
But we can't be
the
pessimistic.
behaviour of
Our
the
talent
team
will
and,
blossom.
their willingness to press.
It is as good as theirs.
Our
Well, it
build-up
is.
was good.
But if we switched
we
on,
created chances and
of course we
balance,
are.
and
Look how
the
good
finishing
football
zone
we've played.
wasn't good
Fernie
enough
says,
because we
rumour
had
at the game on Wednesday
5 or
night
6
is might be
opportunities to
going
score.
in for Joe.
So probably now we have to
In
be
January.
more
We
clinical
don't know if there's any
and
truth in it. What does it mean? Leeds are
and
going to go in
we
for
have to
Joe.
create more chances. So this is the two
That will be interesting.
elements we can could improve. And our set
Take
pieces,
Job for me. We
obviously,
need better, says
with,
David Jackson.
we
Blades
didn't- we
wants
scored at
something
Millwall,
true.
but we didn't score in that phase against West Brom.
Sheffield United, their home record, you'll know it. Last 7, they've not conceded a goal. They've won all 7. Does that excite you as a coach, or does it sort of frighten you a little bit?
No, first sight. It's still football, and I think we have a strong team. We can manage different situations, different scenario, and we are really excited by that new challenge, and ready to go. Ready, yeah.
I mean, technically, looking at where Sheffield United in the table, you in the table, Bramwell Lane, it's going to be almost it's a Premier League match in all but name, isn't it?
Still in the championship. I hope so one day that it will happen, but at the minute it's still a championship game. And yes, a good challenge, very exciting. New scenario, new elements to master probably, and different style of team. But we need strong opponent to grow up again. We need stronger opponent to find our limits and to push and to recognize that we are doing well as well. I think because sometimes when we struggle with 5 draws in a row, we can see that it's not perfect. But we played at Millwall, very tough place. We played against West Brom, and we did well, even if we didn't win. But at the end, we were really we faced with the challenge. So this new challenge in that mindset, I think is very interesting for us.
Total Sport Northeast.
Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett MBE.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
I'll just mute that a bit while they do the pre-match entertainment music. Hard to get better. Yes, or hammer, says Fernie. Oh, right. Colin Robinson, hard to get better than Job in this league. There's some good players in this league. Colin says, especially a player of that age. That's the best part of eating packed crisp, isn't it? Tipping it up and getting the crumbs. Oh, where are we? David Jackson, hello. He says, I'm son unto the core. I just think Job would flourish with a good team like Leeds. Sell Job and buy Ahmad. Oof. I think Ahmad is virtually an impossibility now, whether he's getting cemented into the first team squad, isn't he?
One girl in Sunderland's away kit, the white away kit, on the halfway line having their photographs taken. So Sunderland unchanged, and fundamentally there wasn't a huge amount wrong with the performance.
Still got the music playing. Who we still without? Well, I still think Samed Ahmed, the loan player, we're still without him. Still without Paveda. Still without Dennis Sirkin. We're still without Romain Mundell. So there's big players still missing for Sunderland. This is a worrying time for us, as Colin Bell. 5 draws on the run. We have to win tonight. Draws are no good. Keep drawing games and we fall behind. This is a much win. Ken says, lot of 3-1 forecast for tonight. Should have took it for 28-1. Colin Robbins says, we're not getting Ahmad, mate. He's been playing for Man United. I agree. Jack Carter, get back on track tonight. 2-0 to the lads. John Yule, come on lads, don't be average tonight. Take the game by the scruff of the neck tonight. The thing is though, will this tell you where Sunderland are in the league tonight if they lose?
They have held a 100% record.
But, yeah, again, I don't think it does. Just because of purely the fact is because of the injuries and suspensions we've got. And we've still yet to see 2 players were signed, really play, Paveda and Samed. But this is such a difficult league. I mean, Leeds United, Sheffield United, they're virtually still Premier League teams on the fringe of it. They've still got that quality, and you've always got that to battle against when you're playing teams that's just been relegated from the Premier League. That's why I'm so surprised Luton Town have really diffed. But if anybody's seen the Leeds United Luton Town game of the day, my God, Leeds United taught Luton a lesson.
On the ball now,
So
born in Aberdeen, on loan from Leicester, Australian international, and Isidore has got the ball here. He's taking Suter on. Suter gets the foot to it. Tommy Watson runs onto the loose ball on the touchline and is now trying to carry the ball in and cross.
So just give me a sound check that everybody can hear all right. Thank you very much.
Roberts,
if you
but
can.
somehow the Sheffield United defenders get the ball away up to Mepham, who heads it out past Chris Wilder in his big overcoat for a throw to Sheffield United, taken by Harrison Burrows, the left back in the starting lineup for Sheffield United tonight. Over on the far side, Alfie Gilchrist, the right back on loan from Chelsea, 20-year-old, and goalkeeper Michael Cooper in bright orange, was at Plymouth Argyle last season. The Devonian, he signed in the summer, and Sunderland faced him at Home Park last November, a year ago. As the ball comes back down here on halfway to Suter, squares it to Jack Robinson in the centre circle, just plays it forwards through the middle, City Peck, and then back,
the team's challenger from Russia get
and then out wide to Gilchrist. Raksaki tackled, Isidore breaks through the middle, played it slightly behind Patrick Roberts, and so Sheffield United with Gustavo Hamer were able to win the ball back. And it's come right back to Robinson, and out here to Burrows on the left-hand side. He plays it back to Jack Robinson. He turns it inside to Harry Suter. Jack Robinson signed from Nottingham Forest 4 years ago, up onto the halfway line. Peck,
don't forget, if you're new, please
youth
click the
player,
thumbs up and
wide
click the
to
subscribe
Burrows.
button, thank you.
Burrows just inside the Sunderland
likes.
half, plays it behind him to Robinson. And Robinson to Suter again in the centre circle in the third minute of the game. The ball played on down the left. Hamer out to Burrows.
Bellingham is back tonight,
again to Robinson. Plays it back to Suter, almost on the centre spot. Plays it through to Callum O'Hare, and wide then to Raksaki, and Callum O'Hare's made a run forwards. Raksaki still has it, plays it behind him, and into the middle again to Peck. And, they keep it on the floor, don't they? They don't want to play it in the air at all here, as it's played out to Burrows on the left-hand side. Roberts has gone with him. Behind him is Hamer. Hamer, the Dutchman, taking it infield, but then just leaving it out on the left wing for Robinson. Forwards to O'Hare, comes eventually back to Hamer, and then wide again to O'Hare on the left-hand side. O'Hare taps it back to Robinson, and Robinson again in midfield. City Peck closed down by Rigg. They play it to Vinny Souza, the Brazilian, out wide
at the minute,
to Gilchrist. Inside again to O'Hare, looking for Gilchrist in the corner. Watson goes with him, and eventually the ball knocked behind for a corner. The first corner of the game. Sheffield United will have this on the right-hand side, at the away end, away to our left.
Tommy Watson there.
As we look down from the Tony Curry stand.
Paul Bowman, if Newcastle come with it,
you've got to make sure we stay tight, no free.
Short corner to the corner of the penalty area. Now O'Hare into the box went Raksaki. Eventually the ball played behind from Hamer, right over the top for a goal kick to Sunderland.
Sheffield United shooting.
Yeah,
right
Sheffield United is not going to be any balls lifted over the top. They're going to play it through you, aren't they?
Yeah, and you look at two players who stand out. You know, Callum O'Hare, who plays in the middle, and
Chris
Hamer.
Wilder,
both
tell you what,
players were at
he's a
Coventry
quality
City.
Championship manager, Chris Wilder, and he knows Sheffield United so well.
Callum O'Hare signed this summer.
Might not do so good
Hamer
in the
the
Premier
summer
League, which a lot of
before
promoter teams don't.
from
But
Coventry.
my God, he knows how
Watson
to do
trying
the
to get the ball inside. He's got it back again. It ricocheted back to him. Job can't get on the end of it. Rigg tries to lift it over the top for Isidore, but it comes back here to Robinson. 0-0 for the 5th minute of the game here. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Suter out wide to Gilchrist. Gilchrist back to Suter. Isidore goes to close him down. Played back to Cooper, the goalkeeper, at the edge of the area. Passes it out to Peck. Peck plays it back to Suter. And Suter now drills a rare long ball forwards down the left, and it's gone out. Harrison Burrows tried to head it in, but it had gone over.
So, people in the chat then, would you take a 0-0 draw today?
Interestingly,
would you take a draw, any draw?
Luke O'Nien is playing at left back tonight, and Hume is playing right back. So they've switched them over. And it's O'Nien who's playing as a left back. Here he is down the line to Watson. Back it comes to Neil. Neil to Hume. Here on the right hand side. So Hume's in his familiar position. O'Nien playing yet another position as it comes back through for Sheffield United to Robinson. Out to Burrows. Down the left here now. Trying to get Tyrese Campbell involved. He tries to push it past Mepham. Mepham just holds himself strong. The ball breaks for Burrows. Mepham slides in. It's a goal kick.
Excellent.
Throw in the corner.
Great defending by Chris Mepham.
What a challenge by Chris Mepham. In the box as well, perfectly
Well, that's very interesting about the full-backs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. Sheffield United
again, what do you
down
think
on
the
the
likes of Yelder and Lacey will be thinking?
Tries to nutmeg him, gets round, Mepham stops him once, comes back into the player and just gets it perfectly.
Hume with him with his throw.
Tackle.
On the right-hand side.
He's heading shoulders
15 yards from the corner on the right. Hurls it down the line. It's just stayed in. It's eventually crept out, and Robinson takes a quick throw back to the goalkeeper in the middle of the Sheffield United half.
Rosie Laws, hello Rosie, how are you doing, pet? Evening,
down the left wing, looking for Burrows. It bounces away from him. Out for a throw to Sunderland. They've watered the pitch, and there's been a lot of rain on the pitch as well.
Can we get away with a win here tonight? I'll take a draw at this point. Of course I will.
Hume again then with his throw on the right-hand side for Sunderland. Roberts plays it back to Hume. Hume swings it up, and it's headed away by Sousa. Out for a throw to Sunderland. Hume comes forwards, jogs forwards, flicks the ball up with his boot, and drops to Dan Neil. Neil back to Hume, back again to Mepham at the corner of the penalty area. He brings the ball out into the middle, plays it to Ballard to his left, and Ballard out wide to O'Nien, who immediately flicks it on, looking for Job. Job down to Rigg. Rigg trying to get it through again to Isidore, but it'll be tidied up by Robinson at the back. And now left here for Suter, who had to be quick to get to the ball before Job. It breaks for Callum O'Hare on the right-hand side, and O'Hare just into the Sunderland half. Watson in front of him, taps it behind him to Gilchrist. Back again to Suter, squares it to Robinson. Block by Rigg attempted, but he's got the ball down the right wing to Raksaki. Raksaki tucks it inside to Callum O'Hare at the corner of the penalty area. Back out to Gilchrist, who crosses, and Raksaki trying to wrap his right foot round it, pushes it round the post.
A great touch.
Former Chelsea youth player Jezran Raksaki's on loan from Crystal Palace. 22-year-old. He is bright.
He's lively.
Ballard pushing it out to Dan Neil. Dan Neil across now to Hume. Hume down the right wing, over the halfway line to Roberts. Roberts trying to skip away from Sousa. Gets the ball out to Hume on the touchline. Hume, lovely ball in for Isidore, but it runs underneath his foot into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Great ball. Great pass by Hume. Unlucky.
See, this is the difference we're going to get tonight.
Just going to poke it.
They're going to get the opportunity.
Just need to step over it.
Thread these balls through for the likes of
whip past him a little bit too.
It's there. The chances are there for Sunderland to break.
10th minute, 0-0.
Not like West Brom Tuesday night where they had like 15 players behind the bar.
Ironically, Sheffield United's next game on Sunday week is against West Bromwich Albion.
Like to admit.
Interesting to see how they deal with them. Hamer trying to thread the ball through for Campbell, cut out by Hume. Got back in the penalty area, slides in and knocks the ball out. The away end appears to be full, so fingers crossed everybody's made it tonight, despite all the problems.
This is going to be a long throw.
Long throw from Jack Robinson by the looks of things. It's a good 25 yards from the corner on the left for Sheffield United in their red and white stripes. Sunderland in their light blue.
This is about the work on set pieces.
Here comes the throw. It's deep into the penalty area. And out it comes now, headed on by Sousa down the left. Robinson back in towards Sousa. In the end, it's a handball. And free kick to Sunderland.
Don't forget, hit the
11th minute.
And let's get that
0-0.
Click the like button. Let's get to 100.
That's the ball run past him. He went to put his hand on it, but it just rolled under him. He gets it across the 18-yard line to Ballard, and Ballard plays it to Patterson. He's in green tonight. Campbell went to close him down. Patterson plays it out left to Ballard, out again to O'Nien on the left touchline, and Watson inside to Job. Job through the middle, plays it to the right here to Hume, and Hume now to Roberts. Roberts halfway inside the Sheffield United half. Job has got Peck in front of him. Plays it back to Ballard on the halfway line. Hare goes to chase him. The ball's played wide to Watson. Watson taking on Gilchrist, cutting inside, leaving it for Job. Job then in the middle of the Sheffield United half to Hume. Hume tried to play it through for Rigg, but it's cut out by Robinson at the edge of the area, and Peck gives it away. O'Nien leaves it, lays it off to Dan Neil. Now Hare, Hume, sorry, to Roberts. And Roberts on this right wing again, halfway inside the Sheffield United half.
It's already a completely different game.
Inside again to Roberts.
It's a lot quicker, there's more movement, there's more flow.
Wide again to Hume. Rigg is ahead of him. Inside again to Patrick Roberts. Lovely pass through to Dan Neil. Neil tries to shoot, comes off the ankles of Suter. Comes out to Hamer. Roberts goes down, but there's no free kick. And trying to get away with it now, O'Hare on the left, over the halfway line, just tapped it through, looking at Campbell, cut out by Mepham. And Rigg through to Isidore, out to Roberts on this right touchline. He's flicked it inside to Rigg. Rigg goes down, just caught. And a free kick to Sunderland.
It is good play.
Wide here on the right. Gavin Ward wants a word with Hamer, I think, he's had a word with Burrows, it was, I think, who got the touch to bring Rigg down. Roberts over the ball for the free kick.
First set piece, Nick, it's got to be a quality ball in.
Got to be much, much better than they were on Tuesday night.
Set the stall, good quality ball in.
Watson's come across as well. Roberts is pointing.
Terrible, wasn't it?
Watson and Roberts over the free kick. The defence just outside the penalty area. Sunderland's players in front of them now. The kick from Watson, down the throat of Isidore, but it bobbles fairly harmlessly off Ballard to the goalkeeper.
It's a great ball in.
If Ballard could have got a bit more power behind the... that's 09 it was, who got in front of Ballard, and it effectively bounced off him, didn't it? Came off his chest into the keeper, Cooper. But it was half an opportunity, a half chance. Mepham heads the ball away. 0-0, 14th minute. Here's O'Hare to Burrows, checks, plays it back to Robinson on the halfway, inside to Vinny Souza, gives the ball away to Watson. Watson now going against 3 defenders, possibly 4, still going Watson, and he goes down at the edge of the area. It's a corner kick. This is the momentum that took him down in the end.
Yeah, good run by Watson.
What's the chance of us scoring from a corner?
Didn't really have a huge amount of support. Isidore was coming through, but largely having to try and do it all on his own. Watson, corner then, first corner to Sunderland. At the Cop end of Bramall Lane.
The referee blown for a foul or an offside.
Susan might have done his hamstring. It'd be interesting to watch.
I can see him as just on the penalty spot, isn't he, with a huddle of players there. Here is the corner kick taken by Rigg. Watson trying to get on the end of it at the edge of the area. O'Hare battles with him. O'Nien wins it, slides in, and Watson is taking on Peck in the area. The cross by Watson, blocked by Peck, goes out to Raksaki, who's tackled by Ballard. Rigg in front of him. Rigg plays it back to O'Nien, who just one-touch ball back to Ballard. Inside to Dan Neil. Neil across to Hume here on the right, just inside the Sheffield United half. Plays it back to Mepham and across to Ballard. Ballard wide again to Tommy Watson, calling for it. Jobe inside. It's played back to Luke O'Nien. And O'Nien back again onto halfway to Dan Ballard.
2-1
Ballard forwards again to Dan Neil.
A risky
Dan Neil
Sunderland.
Finds Watson.
Yes,
Jobe's calling for it. Jobe runs onto it down the left of the penalty area, pulls it back, but Sousa's in the way. Rigg was just behind Sousa, and Sheffield United get the ball away, but it comes back through Hume. Roberts trying to get on the end of it, but he's battling here and winning, but fouling Robinson. So it's a free kick to Sheffield United.
It's a great pull back by Joe Bellingham now to the penalty spot, hoping that somebody's arriving from deep.
In the 16th minute of the first half, it's 0-0 if you're just joining us on BBC Radio Newcastle. Souter across to
so
Gilchrist.
Quiet is a Bramall Lane because they know the threat that Sunderland can.
And now with Cooper.
Pause, do you know what I mean? They can.
Big
going
kick.
Forward when
looking for Burrows, headed away by Hume for a throw to Sheffield United halfway inside the Sunderland half. Burrows will take the throw, the 22-year-old left back to Robinson.
Definitely coming into the game a bit more.
Very experienced 31-year-old. Back to the goalkeeper, who's out in midfield, Michael Cooper. Passes it to Sousa, plays it back to Souter, forwards to O'Hare, lays it off to Gilchrist, inside again to O'Hare on the halfway line. And O'Hare coming back into the middle with Jack Robinson. And Jack Robinson swinging it away down the left wing again, looking for Harrison Burrows. Burrows has got to come past Hume and Roberts. Hamer is behind Burrows. Hamer into the middle, opens up a bit from it, shoots, it comes off Mepham. It'll be a corner. Opened up a little bit too easily for me.
Yeah, indeed, and we all know about Hamer. He does like to get a shot away. Got to be wary of that.
4 goals this season for Starboard Hamer. And suddenly he found himself in the big space outside the penalty area and able to get the shot away.
And again,
that was going somewhere as well, that shot. It wasn't blocked
corner
by
then from the right.
It
was short last time, and it's curled in this time. Watson heads it out. Raksaki will run
Tony
back onto
the
it.
ref is noted for being quite happy and often gives pens to the home team. I've heard that, Tony.
Hamer.
No yellow card so far, I don't think. Well, 17 minutes gone.
To Sunderland.
I do agree, Gary. I do agree, Gary, on that.
That's a Sunderland have made a positive start.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy. They've just played away in.
If you're new, if you already have, hit the subscribe button.
And Sheffield United don't
Thank
have
you.
it all the wrong way, are they?
No, they're not.
I think they know that they're in a game.
Now out to 09 eventually, and forwards to Watson. Tries to slip it inside to Job, who gets there, but won back by Raksaki. Finds Gilchrist behind him. Forwards again to O'Hare. Wide again to Raksaki. Back behind to Sousa and Gilchrist, and back to Suter. And Suter plays it down the right touchline again to O'Hare, looking for Raksaki on the touchline with Ballard. It's one back. O'Neill pushes it on, but Peck intercepts and plays it back onto the halfway line. And Robinson squares it to Burrows. Back to Jack Robinson in the centre circle with Harry Suter. And Suter wide again to Gilchrist, just inside the Sunderland half. He plays it inside to Siddy Peck, and back again to Robinson. Burrows wide on the left-hand side, back again to Robinson on the halfway line. Robinson, short pass forwards down the left wing to Burrows again. Back to Robinson. And Robinson again. He's almost
David
playing.
Graham says,
acts
hello,
like
David.
a
Remember,
midfielder,
folks,
acts like a
it's
number
FA
4,
Cup
doesn't
second
he?
round starting tonight,
Robinson.
which means
the way he
it's the
comes
third
out
round
as a
draw
centre
this
back
Monday
and is
night.
picking out the passes and trying to set
Derby,
the
or another time where you're
moves
Derby
away.
fans. Can you
Gilchrist
imagine?
away down the right, runs into O'Neill. O'Neill gets in front of him, the ball rolls behind.
Excellent
Goal
defending.
kick.
Excellent defending, Luke O'Neill.
The referee's gone across for a word with O'Neill about something.
Yeah.
Aye, 09, just give a
His
little
body
bit
in
of
front,
a...
but he's just picked his arms, his elbow. He must have thought that he was using his elbow there. Yeah.
Patterson then, the ball on the 6-yard line. He passes it to Ballard to his left. And O'Hare goes to close him down. Ballard lifts it over the penalty area, over the head of Tyrese Campbell to Mepham. And Mepham hooks it out calmly to Hume on the right here. Hume over the halfway line. Hume still going. Hume goes up to the corner of the penalty area, flicks it out to Roberts, is tripped. Hume, but no foul, and the ball eventually out for a throw to Sheffield United in the corner. Hume picks himself up. Burrows comes down to take the throw for the home team. In fact, it's left by Burrows for Jack Robinson to take, drying the ball off under his shirt. One of the Sheffield United substitutes, couple of the substitutes
especially with the shots.
warming up, and at the same time applause in the 21st minute for Brian Wise, a Sheffield United fan who's passed away. Chris Wilder applauding down in front of us as well. Throw which Jack Robinson takes long down the touchline, headed out by Mepham again, caught by Chris Wilder. Forwards comes Burrows this time to take the throw for Sheffield United, as the Sheffield United fans remember their fan Brian Wise. And the kick from Cooper up to the halfway line. Hume turns it forwards to Roberts. Roberts cuts inside, finds Dan Neal. It's tackled by Sousa, but the ball runs back to Hume, then he gives it straight to Sousa. Hamer now in front of him. Hamer takes it into the middle, swings the ball across the back of Watson, out for a throw to
Come on, Sunderland, let's have no mistakes tonight. Let's get back on
Cooper
track with a
gives
win. We
you
certainly
a
lift the
chance,
confidence.
doesn't
Good, David,
So
wouldn't
you
it?
can nick it off him, the goalkeeper.
He comes right out, doesn't he? It's raining again. The ball back to Patterson. Now Mepham on this right-hand side. And Mepham in the middle of his half. Across to Ballard. Ballard back to Patterson. Passing it across the back here, Sunderland now. Mepham brings it forwards. Campbell on his shoulder. Whipped on by Rigg. Lovely little touch, flick through to Roberts down this right-hand side. Roberts into the penalty area. Oh, he's just shoulder barged off the ball by Sousa. Sousa's just too big and too strong for Roberts. And it was just about to open up for Roberts as well. Sousa now to Peck, back to Robinson. Hamer at the edge of the area. Back to Robinson, Isidore lurking, but Robinson gets the ball away over the halfway line. Up to Mepham, who brings it down, nods it down to Hume. Hume on to Dan Neal. He's hacked down by Hamer. Quickly gets up Dan Neal, throws the ball down for the free kick. We're halfway through the first half. It's 0-0 at Bramall Lane. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Job to Neal. Back to Job, just inside his own half on the left-hand side. down the touchline to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien now swings the ball in, looking for Isidore, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Cooper, all in orange tonight, Michael Cooper. He's got the two centre-backs either side. He's got Isidore in front of him and Chris Rigg. And Cooper decides, what's he going to do? Is he going to kick this?
He doesn't know himself.
He's not sure at all, is he, what to do? Finally kicks up over the halfway line. Mepham leaps for it, thought he was fouled. Hume tidies up. Campbell's closing Patterson down, but he passes it out to O'Nien, and O'Nien whips the ball up to the halfway line where Suter gets it back again. Taps it on to Peck, back to Suter, wide to Gilchrist, and Gilchrist to Raksaki, and Raksaki back to Peck, Peck back into the centre circle to Robinson. Robinson now has got Rigg in front of him, slips it down the line to Burrows. Hamer plays it all the way back to the halfway line to Vinicius Souza, it's his full name. And here is the Brazilian, and he's going to play it to his left to Robinson.
Luty says, come on.
Robinson swings a ball to the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. O'Nien chests it back to Anthony Patterson. Patterson pauses, then rolls it to Ballard. Ballard.
Not one Sunderland
out
fan
wide
sitting
again
down
to
going back ball
O'Nien.
there.
Forwards to Job. Job with Peck on his shoulder. Turns it back again to Ballard. Forwards to Dan Neal. And across here now to Trey Hume on the right hand side. Hume on halfway. Short pass forwards to Chris Rigg. Back to Hume. And Hume will play it back to Mepham. Plays it across to Ballard. Ballard. O'Hare goes to close him down, plays it back to Patterson in midfield. He passes it to Mepham, and Mepham looking up will play it back across to Ballard. Ballard down the left touchline to Watson. Job ahead, Neil inside. Neil then tries to find Job, and Job brings us back and leaves it for Ballard. Ballard forwards again to Job, just inside the Sheffield United half.
We've got to win it
Plays it
sometime
across
now.
to Hume. Hume now out to Roberts on the right. Roberts back into Hume, stretches a little bit, but he gets the ball.
Darren Diver,
leaves
good
it for
evening, mate. You all right?
Roberts.
Darren,
Roberts
right
now
chap.
with Hamer
Right
on his
guy, you all
shoulder.
right, mate? Welcome.
And Roberts twists away from Hamer, plays it behind
Good
him
morning
to
from
Hume.
Australia. Come on, Sunderland. Evening,
Hume
Cameron. I hope it's a
taking it
better
into the
night than
middle.
Tuesday night. Hope we can
Played
come
it off.
1-0 win
O'Hare
tonight.
gets it back, finds Rigg. Chris Rigg now to Job. Job, it won't open up for him. He's closed down by Peck. Gets the ball to the right to Roberts at the corner of the penalty area. Hume's going down beside him. Hume to the goal line, pulls it back here. Behind Isidore. Job blocked by Raksaki. Then Watson with his left foot over the top and into the cop. Unlucky.
Great play. Great overlap by
Good play
Trey
by
Hume.
Sunderland. Good pressure.
Job had the first
had a
opportunity.
great
blocked.
opportunity, but it was blocked.
He's got to hit the target.
Watson. It was a
So
good attempt
still
by
0-0
Watson, that
in
mind.
the 27th.
He's got to hit the target.
Thought
Nice
that was
little
going to be the
move.
opener,
Dinked
didn't
into
you,
the
when
box.
that fell for him?
Yeah, it was just blocked.
He was 10 yards out.
Watson, that was bad
Just
from
wouldn't-
Watson.
and Watson put it over.
He laid
It's,
back when he took the
played
shot.
short
It just
to
ballooed
Suter,
over the bar.
up to the halfway
About
line
9
from
yards,
him.
10 yards out.
Tyrese Campbell leading back into Mepham, but it's won back by Sunderland. Roberts has it. Behind him is Ballard. Ballard to Mepham. And Mepham now
Sheffield fans go wee.
poised for a second behind the centre circle before playing it to Hume, back to Mepham and across to Ballard. And Ballard then wide again to O'Nien on the left. Watson on the halfway line. Forwards to Neal, trying to get Watson in a way down that left wing again. Watson still has it. The ball stayed in. It's played in the middle to Job. And Job now out here to Roberts on the right-hand side. Corner of the penalty area on his left. Swings the ball through. It's blocked by Robinson. Comes out to Hume on the right here. Hamer goes to try and win it. And it rolls down the touchline. It's not gone out. It finally rolls behind for a goal kick. Neither Hume nor Burrows were aware that the ball was still in play as it rolled away behind them before finally rolling out. So
do you feel that they feel a little bit nervous, Sheffield United?
He is, Sean.
Are they showing Sunderland respect? I mean, it's
Penalty, Mackham. He says penalty.
certainly Sunderland at the moment in the ascendancy.
He must be way ahead if that's the case.
Short
Sean Russell says
goal
we can win
kick
this, like.
played back to the keeper. He kicks long again, looking for Campbell. Mepham gets ahead on it. Then Hume to Neil, who flicks it through to Watson. Back heel to Job, looking for Isidore. Leaves it for Watson. Watson, the edge of the area, goes. Oh, he goes
penalty.
down. It's a penalty.
Great
Watson's
play.
tripped in the penalty area.
Great play.
And Gavin Ward, no hesitation in pointing to the penalty spot, shows a
Great
yellow
play, that,
card,
like.
presumably to Suter.
Great
I
play,
tell you
that.
what fantastic play that was. One touch football.
Should have sent him off.
Great flick by Wilson Isidore. He wants to take the penalty. Roberts is going to take
the penalty. He's got
well
one
done,
penalty
Tommy
already this
Watson.
season.
Great flick, and he's gone and got the return as well.
Yeah.
Great run. Tell you what.
So, was it Suter, I think, that was given the... Oh no, it might have been Robinson, wasn't it, who was shown the yellow card? It was Robinson. He did trip him just inside the box. And so, Patrick Roberts...
Come on, Patrick.
To take this penalty for Sunderland. Will this be the first goal that Sheffield United have conceded since August here at Bramall Lane? And it's saved! Roberts' penalty is saved by Cooper, going down to his left.
You know what, Nick? I was going to say, let Wilson Isidore take the penalty.
God, let Patrick Roberts take a set piece.
In front of goal, it's been poor.
Yes. So it's gone out for a corner, and Sheffield United's goal remains intact still.
That was an awful penalty, that, like.
Michael Cooper down to his left to palm the ball away, but it's led to a corner.
You've got to hold it together now, Patrick Roberts. You're going to be frustrated with that.
He will be. Tried to keep it low into the corner, but Cooper read it.
Give it to somebody who's in form.
So it's still 0-0. Corner from the right. Riggs going to take this at the Kop end.
He's going to give a foul to the referee.
And there's a lot of movement in the penalty. Yeah, the whistle's blown.
Patrick Roberts and Hamer are at it.
The referee's having a word. He says he's watching. He's pulled Robinson and Mepham out. He's talking to the pair of them. And
well, you've got to take these chances.
that is.
He's been terrible at corners all the time, and then he takes the penalty.
Worked up again. Rigg with the corner, plays it short to Watson on this right-hand side. Watson into the penalty area on the right, drives one in low, cleared by Robinson, out to Rigg, swings it back in here, and it's flags up. Offside. And 31st minute, it is 0-0
So was that a bad
still.
penalty? Playing well should be 2-0, says Fernie.
Give the ball to Wilson Isidore. I know he's mostly the penalty taker, that's why. But
well, Roberts
he's not.
He's taken the one that they've scored. Yeah. Good save by Cooper Mine. He's stretched.
It was a good save. Looking at that
right
again,
across.
It was a good save.
It was heading for the bottom corner.
That's hindsight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hindsight for you.
Cooper kicks right through the middle from
And
Mepham down to O'Nien as Watson chases this. Watson wide with Gilchrist. Gilchrist stabs it out. It's a throw to Sunderland on the left.
Tell you what, he's full of running. Watson. It's lively, isn't he?
He's been good tonight, actually.
He's been very, very good.
Back to Ballard on
That's
halfway
why I never cheer a penalty.
Mepham.
Because you've got to score.
Mepham.
You've got to score that penalty.
Miscued his pass to Hume. It's gone out for a throw to Sheffield United. It's a good game. We expected it to be because it is open. And Sunderland arguably deserved to be in the lead. They certainly in the ascendancy when they were awarded that penalty, but unfortunately they missed it. But now they have it again. Job from Isidore finds Watson. Watson into the penalty area again, taking on Gilchrist, low put behind.
By
and it's well, it came off Wilson, didn't it? I think it's a goal kick.
Are Sunderland going to be paid?
It's causing problems, Watson.
Made to be paid for missing that penalty.
Sheffield United know they're in a game. 33rd minute now. Goal kick, tap back from Robinson to the goalkeeper. And they go to close him down, Isidore, but he kicks Cooper up to the halfway line, looking at Campbell. He wrestles with Mepham. There's a bit of shirt pulling going on, bit of tugging, but the referees let it go. Roberts through to Rigg. The Sheffield United fans are furious. It's played by Rigg into the centre circle to Job. Job now just shakes off O'Hare, takes it across,
what a chance,
and he's going to lay it off to O'Nien. O'Nien on the left, back inside to Job. Job's beaten to it by O'Hare, and won the ball on the floor in the end. Peck gets it away from Job, it's won back, and the referee's given a free kick to Sheffield United. Not happy with that little passage of play.
No.
This just behind the centre circle.
It's almost, I wish we didn't have that penalty, because it's put a little bit of pill in your mouth, hasn't it? It was like, I was feeling okay before that penalty.
Free kick.
I wish I hadn't sit through that penalty miss.
Looking for Hamer, headed away by Mepham. Out it goes finally to Rigg. Rigg inside to Job. Job forwards again to Isidore. He's come back off him, and no foul, says the referee as Isidore goes down.
You already know, Nick. The referee is not going to give fouls.
Souza to Suter. Finds the gap for O'Hare. Out to Raksaki. Inside again to Souza. He stretches and gives the ball away to Neil. Neil being chased by Campbell. Gets it through the middle to Isidore. He's got an advantage from the referee here. Rigg plays it on to Watson. Isidore's down. Watson into the penalty area. Tries to place it in the corner and just past the foot of the post.
It's got to be a booking, that. It's got to be a booking.
There's a booking for Suter here. Harry Suter booked. He joins his centre-half colleague Robinson in the book.
The problem Sunderland have got, Nick, is we cannot keep having opportunities, especially with Watson. Them. You've got to at least hit the target. You've got to work the goalkeeper.
Well, they did for the penalty.
That one there, you know, he's just had a great opportunity again.
Yeah. Well, they've been carving out a few half chances. They've missed a penalty, Sunderland. Are they going to rue this? We say so often that you just said there, you've got to take your chances when you're creating them.
It's just Sunderland through and through, though, isn't it?
Because Sheffield United will come back into this game.
It's just
0-0, 35th minute, 36th minute now. Ballard nods the ball down away from Hamer to Hume. Clips it up to Roberts, lovely little back heel to Rigg now. Rigg inside the Sheffield United half. Slight tug on his shirt. Hamer whips in and gets the ball off him. Souza now. And Souza to Hamer.
Did a good save. I've got knackered knee
on the touchline. Burrows looking for Tyrese Campbell, and he whips it past Mepham but knocks it behind for a goal kick. 10 minutes till half time. Sheffield United 0, Sunderland 0.
We say how many times do we say when you're on top you've got to make it count? You've got to make it count.
Ball drops for Raksaki.
Sunderland playing well, but at the end of the day, it's the
ball away
final
to
score
Watson.
that matters,
Watson
isn't
inside
it?
to Joe. Joe gets it away to Hume under pressure, and Hume now down the right wing to Roberts in front of Chris Wilder. Forwards to Rigg. Rigg just taps it behind him to Hume. Inside to Dan Neil. Neil back to Hume, and Hume down the right wing to Patrick Roberts, and through into the middle again. Neil just laying it off to Chris Rigg. Rigg swings the ball into the penalty area. It's loose off the back heel of his Suter, and Job goes down on the edge of the penalty area, picks himself up quickly. Maybe went down a bit too easily, and the ball up to Campbell in the centre circle as it's won back through a foul by Sunderland. It's a free kick to Sheffield United. Quickly taken.
That's the only way
move the ball out quickly to Burrows, back to Souza. Out to Burrows, back to Souza again, the 25-year-old former Flamengo player. And he flicks it back to Robinson, squares it to Suter.
So who would you have liked to
both the
Sunderland
centre-backs in the book tonight for Sheffield United?
Who should it have been?
As it comes back to Harry Suter, away from Isidore, back to Cooper.
All day long.
And passes it out through the middle to O'Hare.
Roberts,
then he lays it off behind him to Suter down the right. And Gilchrist on the right touchline, just inside the Sunderland half. Back onto halfway to O'Hare. Across here now to Robinson. And Robinson, on he goes down the left, looks for Burrows. And Burrows back to...
This is the difference, SJ, though, isn't it?
In midfield.
This is the difference
between O'Hare, let it run through, looking at Campbell, but it's cleared by Sunderland. Out to Watson. Watson, he's tripped by Souza.
Cheers, Derek Rigby, mate.
Free kick inside
I've got
the
to talk
Sunderland
over the
half
commentary
left
because I can't just let the
midfield.
commentary play because that would be naughty.
38th minute.
So I'm chatting over the top of it as well because it is a watch along.
Referee still standing, pointing at the spot where he wants the ball.
They're trying a quick free kick.
He finally got it back. O'Nien with the ball at his feet. And he plays it across to Mepham. Wide to Hugh. Hugh back to Mepham, closed down by Campbell. He just calmly sidesteps. Campbell finds Hume. Hume to Ballard. Ballard being chased by O'Hare over the halfway line, going through the middle, pushing it through to Isidore, tried to play it back, but he's offside. Isidore, free kick to Sheffield United, quickly taken again. It comes back into their own penalty area.
Great run by Ballard.
Gilchrist plays it back to Cooper. I thought it was going to go all the way for a moment, but he was stopped when he tried to play the ball to Isidore. Ball out for a throw to
Roberts, he shouldn't
Sunderland
have
on
been
the left, halfway inside the
Sheffield
United half.
Roberts is
3-0 winners here over Oxford.
Wiz Norton. Hello to Miss Maggie. There you go, Wiz Norton.
Comfortable win over Oxford. Well, it's not so comfortable for
how are you doing,
Sheffield
Miss
United tonight.
Anybody new?
Could have been a goal behind,
button,
but Patrick Roberts' penalty was saved with the 40th minute now as we approach half-time. As O'Nien is forced to play the ball in the middle. It's played through to Campbell. Great tackle by Mepham. And now the referee, what's he given?
He's given a free kick.
He's given a free kick right on the edge of the Sunderland penalty area for the tackle by Mepham on Campbell.
Now they want him off.
They are calling for him to be sent off, the home supporters.
I thought he played the ball.
Well, Mepham's been called across by the referee, but he's being followed by a posse of players. He's been shown a red card. Mepham's been sent off. You can't believe
Absolute
it. It was a terrible pass by Luke O'Nien. It put him into trouble.
Exactly the same things happened as last time when we
Chris
played
Mepham
these.
will now miss 3 games.
Honest to God,
Luke
man.
O'Nien will be back in the centre with Ballard. Chris Mepham sent off for that challenge on Campbell at the edge of the...
Another player sent off at Sheffield United.
Yeah, Dan Neil last time.
Dan Neil last time.
Like,
it was a terrible pass by Luke O'Nien.
Mepham heading off then.
I thought he played the ball.
The free kick right on the 18-yard line.
That's
a big blow. Big blow to Sunderland.
Was that a fit sending off?
So they've missed a penalty. They've had a player sent off. It's backs to the wall again as it was at Queen's Park Rangers. Third red card of the season. Neil Job and now Mepham.
We've got to defend this.
Before the game,
Mepham's been such a big player for
huge
Sunderland.
What do we do?
It's a real blow.
Sick as
for Sunderland. 41st minute then.
They're going to bring Alessi on, aren't they? That's what you do after.
And certainly when he's warming up.
They'll take a player off inside of Watson or
yellow card suspensions.
Yeah.
Mepham's out for 3 games.
At least say warming up.
Honest to Christ, the
free kick then, 18 yards out. There's a wall. It's driven straight into the wall by Hamer. Comes back to him. He looks for O'Hare, but he'll run away behind for a goal kick. Still 0-0. 42nd minute. Well, a game yet again which is not dull for Sunderland away from home. They'll do really, really well now to see this one out.
Honest to God, son, why are you so, for God's sake, frustrated? Now we've lost Mepham for 3 days as well.
Well, he's certainly warming up. He's come back down to the
that's what the players are asking for.
And it's just...
They're asking
heading down the tunnel at the moment.
Now,
I says before the game, didn't have a player sent off, and what's happened?
Ballard's organising things at the moment.
A player sent off again.
Ballard's saying to Patterson, just wait a moment,
It's spoilt a good game. It's spoilt
Sheffield
a good
United's trying to get
competition.
Souza back on as well.
So what they've done, they've put Dan Neil as a centre back.
Yeah.
What was Luke O'Nien doing with that pass?
It's almost certain Elise is going to come on.
Passing it back like that.
Rigg heads it up. Hamer hooks it over the top, offside. Campbell. Free kick to Sunderland. Will they see this out till half time, or will they get Elise on now? What's the...
No, I think they're trying to keep it till half time and then sort it all out, but they've dropped.
I wish I could swear because I get penalised for monetisation on...
Stay with the 3 in the middle and 3 up top.
On YouTube.
So 10-man Sunderland, it's 0-0.
But I'm sick as...
You know, Trey Hume's gone in there trying to help out in the middle of the
Neil plays a long ball wide down the left wing. Watson chases this, keeps it in, does he? He does. He's in the corner, he's doing really well with Gilchrist here on his shoulder. He's held off Gilchrist, plays it back to O'Nien behind him, and O'Nien now plays it back again to Dan Neil, just inside the Sheffield United half. Forwards to Jobe, back to Neil, down the touchline, and Gilchrist, it looked like he threw Watson to the floor. Watson's furious, the referee shakes his head, and the ball eventually knocked out off Watson for a throw to Sheffield United.
Tell you what, Gilchrist knows that he's been in the game.
Yes, he does. Watson's been outstanding in this first 44 minutes nearly. Cooper with a kick. Out it comes to Burrows on this left-hand side. Up to the halfway line for the red and white of Sheffield United.
How many times do we shoot ourselves in the foot?
Out Hamer in the middle. Flicks it inside to Souza.
Souza, Kevin Atkinson. I wish I
Sheffield
could.
United with a man advantage, of course. Playing it down the left, looking for Burrows. Across goes Hume. Smashes the ball out for a throw to Sheffield United. Aji Elise's back from the dressing room. He's gone back into the dugout. Here's Souza tapping it back to Robinson, then to Peck. Leaves it for Hamer. Forwards to Souza. We're in the last minute of the 45. And then Rigg trying to clear. It's one back by Peck. Looking for Campbell. Now Raksaki at the corner of the penalty area on the right-hand side. He's got Hamer just ahead of him. Hamer crosses, and a block made by Hume with O'Hare on his shoulder, and the ball comes all the way back up to the centre circle to Souter. Now Robinson taps it to Souza.
So now we're going to have to sit and watch Sheffield United
out wide to
pulverise Sunderland through the whole of the game. It's just going to be Sunderland just defend now.
Souza,
exciting stuff, isn't it?
Played it across field to Gilchrist, and then to Hamer. He cuts back inside again, flicking it through to Raksaki in the penalty area, pulls it back. Rigg plays it off, 3 minutes to play, plays it off one of the Sheffield United players, and now O'Hare chases it. He fouls Ballard.
Well done, Dan Ballard.
Free kick to Sunderland. We're in the first of the 3 minutes being added on here at the end of the first half, with Sunderland down to 10 men. And Patrick Roberts having missed a penalty.
Come on, Kabakita faces curl. Paul Bowman, go 3-5-1.
Patterson's had to come all the way across to retrieve the ball.
Tracking. Spoiled a really good match. Just like last season at Bramall Lane. Sunderland always do the same, mate. It's totally agree.
Patterson throws the ball down. Waiting for everybody to
O'Nien and Ballard for the next 3 games.
Stand here.
Watson, brilliant. He has Chris Minton. Hi, Cabby. Hello, Chris. I paid 40 quid
Souter will head this
the
away.
Zone pass.
It's straight at Jobe, but it drops for O'Hare.
5 a.m. kick-off. Penalty missing a red card.
Campbell has got Neil ahead of him.
Yep.
Campbell trying to
Sunderland
find a
really
way
good
either
at
forwards
screwing
or
things up.
Neil intercepts
in
the pass. Finds Isidore. He twists away.
He's
Souter now. Surely he's already been shown a yellow card. He's going to be sent off. It's a second yellow for Souter. He's off.
He's off.
Harry Souter.
We've seen it all.
Well,
has now been sent off.
There we go.
For
well
Sheffield
done, referee. Well done, referee.
Excellent turn by Wilson. Game on.
Isn't it just?
Well done.
So
well
both
done,
teams
referee.
down to 10 men.
2 centre-backs sent off.
Yeah. Well, pointed out before that Souter and Robinson, the 2 centre-backs, are both on yellow cards. Souter, that was a yellow card challenge, picks up his second yellow, and he too is sent off. He joins Mepham in the dressing rooms.
We've had it all in this first 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yep. 2 teams now down to 10.
Except
0-0 still. The ball headed away by Burrows from the free kick. It's headed away again by Robinson. Drops for O'Hare. Oh, that's a handball. Was it by Hamer? No, he's trying to get round Neil. Neil beat him to it and plays the ball back to Patterson, who passes it back out to Dan Neil on this right-hand side. And Neil wide, plays it up to the halfway line. Where, now, surely the foul on Roberts by Burrows. Referee doesn't think so. Looked to have just pulled him down. And it's played inside to Peck. We're in the 48th minute. Not much longer of the first half to play. As Raksaki tries to get in the penalty area, Patterson goes across, gets the ball. So, an eventful opening 45 minutes.
Sousa's gone to play centre-half.
So,
it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, Vinny Sousa is acting as a centre-half, Dan Neil's acting as a centre-half. We're in to the 4th minute of added time. In fact, there won't be any further
Well, what do you mean?
action in the first half. But it's been dramatic. We've had a penalty miss, we've had 2 sendings off, and somehow it's still 0-0.
Somehow it's still 0-0, but I tell you what, Sunderland have been the better team.
They
deserve to
and I'm just
at
so
least be
relieved
going in a goal up. We've had half opportunities, haven't we? And we haven't taken them.
You've got to
Yes,
score your penalties.
indeed, as the players troop off, much for both coaches, managers to ponder at half-time. Will Sunderland bring Elise on for the second?
Well, there we go. Half-time. What do you think of that then? We better appeal that red card. I think it was a penalty. It was 2-footed, but we'll have to see. Another twist, Gary. Jack Reed should be winning 1-0. Yeah, Dragon Hunter. Oh wow, I'm going to predict a goal for Sunderland next. Sorry, 3-4-3, not 3-4-2. We need the other centre back sent off now. We were the better side. We are the better side. Cat among the pigeons is back on, lads. Hopefully they get sent off as well, and they have. Absolutely. Dear me. I'm so obliged. Playing well, and Tommy Watson looking very good, says Fernie. Yeah, we are doing not too bad. What the F? Who ran over the black cat? Says Gary Hoy. Dragon Hunter. He doesn't do fouls, just cards. Somebody said that earlier as well. So, yeah, a lot of people at work today have said to me as well, like, watch that referee, because he's card happy, and it turns out it is that way as well. So, oh dear. But I'm just pleased that they've had a player sent off and all. Brighton are leading 1-0, so that means Brighton, if that stays the same, Brighton will be finishing the highest they've ever done in their history, and that's finish, of course, second off top. I would have been fed up, like, if we're just like, if it was only us getting the players sent off. But there we go. It's fast and it's frantic. 2 good teams going at each other. And we'll have you sitting on top of there as well. Naughty suitor. Dun, 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 dun. And breathe. Well. Credit to this young team, and of course King Regis. Yeah, we can really benefit from extra space with 10-man teams. Oh, just that penalty miss. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Do. Agree we were better, says Luty. Alexandra Backer, hello. He says, how are you doing? He says, hello everyone. Tony Huntington, we can really benefit from extra space. That evens it up, says Kev, a dozen all. Dragon Hunter, credit to this young team. And off course, King Regis. Gary Hoyle, more of the same, Cabby, heads down and concentrate would be fine. Fernie says, hope we don't have that bad second half syndrome. Yeah, you're not the only one, mate. Steve Taylor, hello Steve, mate. Just seeing the foul for the pen. Was he not the last man? I think he was, and I think that's also why he got sent off, because he was going on goal. I'm just having a look at it again. It's 0-9 to blame. It was just I don't know what he was playing at there, like. I don't know. It was what I'll call him Robertson, this and that, the referee, but 0-9 has to take that on the chin. Sorry. That was just shocking from 0-9. Yeah, I'm just showing you there, sending off as well. It was a good turn by Job. There's the pullback. Yellow card. He's off. Sunderland have never played in Europe, never played at the highest level. 12 teams, 2 league. Last time Sunderland won league. That's not proper tin pot club with no European trophies. He was the last man. Anna Kraft says, no European trophies, never played at the highest level. Jack Reed says, Ballard was the last man. Boroff and Kraft says, Ruben Agbula. Hello Ruben, or David Corner, or Jason, if it is you. Anne says, what is your point, says SJ. Ryan Rudkin, Sunderland FC won, Sheffield won. SJ says, the amount of mags with no lives is outstanding. Robbie Hopkins, Sunderland have played in Europe. I don't think it should have been a red card for Meth and Rosie. I think it was. It was a 2-footer challenge, and I think it's because he was the last man as well. You were a better team. Sheffield United weren't in at first half, I know. It's a weird one. Hey, I'm not bothered, Anne. It's banter. As long as you're not completely repeating and going on, then you just get like blocked from the channel. I didn't mind banter. You can take the mick if you want, as long as you're not rude, disrespectful, or just spamming the chat and you just didn't stop. Other than that, I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered. It's like we had a couple of Middlesbrough fans, didn't we, against the the Tuesday game against West Brom. And I kept them on for a bit, and they just didn't stop, did they? They just went on and on and on. So I was like, get rid. Should have played like this in the last 5 games, says Derek Rigby. Yeah. Michael Maclan says Cup Winners' Cup were played. Harming these, checking in from Qatar. John Ord, welcome along. Welcome along indeed. I'm going to go and have a look at some of the social media things. Let's see what's going on here, eh? Thoughts on the first half. And Grant says, being the best team, games are there for us to take, and it's not just 1-0 either. Taylor Leonard said, Watson looks like our creative player, being very good tonight. Graham says, Sky Sports couldn't be any more Sheffield biased. Jonathan Douglas says, Mickey Gray penalty all over again. Very harsh. It was a good save. It wasn't nearly as weak. No. He hit it. It was with pace. The keeper made a good save. He was fully stretched. Think it's daft. You can't be sent off if it's a penalty, like. Unfortunately, says Paul, we've got another ref doing his best during a great game. Lads playing well. You've got to go by the law, letter of the law, haven't you? It was the last man standing. It was brought him down. Red card, wasn't it? Greg Denyer says Tommy should have took the pen. He won it. all right in hindsight now, isn't it? If Patrick Roberts blasted in the top corner, we'll be saying well done, Patrick Roberts. That was a class penalty, brilliant, well done, great player. No, I can't repeat on here. Colin says poor pen, wasn't even in the corner, telegraphed it with poor running. Should have given Rick the pen. Watson brilliant and Neil good. Roberts crap, get him off. What a game, just missing goals. Fancy us with more space to exploit. Ref is SHITE. So a lot of stuff aimed at the ref, but like I say, I didn't really know. Sheffield fans convinced they will win now. Meffin is off. Brett says miss a penalty and a man sent off. Classic Sunderland. Said that all day long. Geordie Groundwater. We played Vasas off Budapest in 1973 in the European Cup Winners' Cup. Well, that's just the Geordies, isn't it? The Geordies coming into the chat. Geordie Groundwater is laying the facts. We played Vasas Budapest in 1973. So there we go. So Ancraft, get your facts right, man. Had better players to take the penalty. It was frustrating, but it is what it is. Michael McLaughlin says watching on TV but love your live stream. Thanks a lot, mate. It means a lot. It really does. I try my best, mate. I try my best. But thanks very much. I do enjoy the feedback. Ruben Agbula says played Sporting Lisbon in the second round as well. He says, are people forgetting that Alessi was playing well at centre back? Let's just forget that, eh? I don't know. But it's been a decent game. I mean, Sheffield United, they will say so far that we are the best team that's played the at Bramall Lane this season. But like I said, I ain't gonna complain with a draw tonight. It's just a shame we're missing Meffin for 3 days. 3 games, should I say? Are we going to repeal it? I doubt we will. I don't think there'll be any reason why to repeal that. We won 2-0 on aggregate. That's Geordie. Tommy Emerson says the numbskulls who said FCSA haven't played in Europe. Well, yes, we have after we won the FA Cup. That's just some Geordies, man. They're just uneducated. Do you know what I mean? Let them just come on with the facts. Ruben also says we play in Europe twice this season anyway. Cardiff away and Swansea away. However, Wales is another country, isn't it? Well, it is. Of course it is. Can't argue with that one. Could be winning this, still can. Jack, of course we can. But I just still think Sunderland are just lacking that killer edge, that killer instinct, that killer thing. That final touch, but who knows? As Gary Hoyle says, we can only dig in. 10v10 is still open, Cabby. Of course it is. And beat us in FA Cup final to get into Europe. Jimmy Montgomery super chauffeur. Yeah, it was indeed. It was just 2. I was how old was I then? I was -2. I think Geordie, says Tony, but we've got a Geordie in the room. I think he's a Sunderland fan, so they're not all thick. It's just the black and white Geordies. My mate Alan has just on the chat, and he says the young lad Watson looks brilliant. He looks like the young Carl Palmer up and coming. That's a great player indeed. Oh dear me. God, I'm tired 'cause it's a Friday. Been a busy week. Norman Langstaff, hello mate. Have we missed a penalty after 5 draws? It's believing you can win. I know. Hey Cabby, listening from Berwick. Thanks. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. Oh dear me. Did you say Cole Palmer there? Carlton Palmer? I hope it was Cole. It was Cole Palmer. Surprise, Callum O'Hare subbed. His quality. Good player. Good player indeed. Brighton second. Danny Welbeck is having a swan song. They're going to go for second, yeah. Fouling is all that Sheffield are good at, but it will not get them promotion. The funny thing is, I probably bloomin' will, Alan. Kevin A says, I don't think Roberts should have taken the pen. He couldn't hit a ball all early. I know. Rico says, we all known as Geordies until John Hall created the Geordie Nation. Alan Trotter says, I've already read that, and Luty as well. Right, let's get this show on the road. Here we go.
No substitution made by Sunderland. Ballard plays the ball back to Patterson.
I think Sunderland are hoping or relying. Get the ball to Roberts. Get the ball to Watson.
Yeah, down the wings.
We
Put
are
pressure
missing.
on Sheffield
Yeah,
that
of course
way.
we are. Lose Clark,
Sheffield's
no
still got
problem.
a
We've got
four.
Mundle to lose. Mundle step up Watson. Yep.
Sariki goes right
Well,
back.
like I say,
They've got Burrows at left
injuries
back and the
just
two
cost
centre
us
backs,
all
Robinson
the
and
time.
Gilchrist now. Gilchrist on loan.
Injuries and suspensions.
The 20-year-old from
in the
Chelsea.
Sunderland season, every
The
single
ball played
season
wide
after
by
season.
Sunderland, out to Roberts, into the Sheffield United half. In the 48th minute, comes back Hume, then into the middle to Ballard. And Ballard forwards to Job. Job being closed down by Peck, gets it wide to Watson. Watson cutting inside, still going across the middle, laying it off to Hume. Hume wide then to Roberts again. Roberts burrows in front of him, plays it back to Trey Hume. He lifts it into the penalty area. He was looking for either Isidore or Job. It's swept over the both of them, but Job's chased it back to the touchline on the left-hand side and plays it back now to Dan Neal. And Neal
Mundle
to
was
the edge of the
definitely
area. Job dribbling at
carrying him up, wasn't he?
Sariki,
Because he-
trying to get round him. Gets to the
formed it.
byline nearly. It's just rolled behind for a goal kick.
Big from that Sariki.
And
the Sunderland attacking right in front of the
Patterson,
Sunderland fans.
Cooper at the away end in bright orange throws the ball down to Robinson on the 6-yard line. He taps it back to Cooper. He drives
Don't
this
even
upfield, but he'll
watching
drive
the
it
match.
out
But
for a throw
where the Sunderland fans
to
are,
Sunderland.
the stand looks cockeyed. Like
Intriguing
it goes
game, this.
In, it looks
It
odd.
is.
See if you can notice it.
Throw.
Like a game of
Like
chess.
the bottom
It is,
where the
isn't it?
advertising boards.
Much more open the game than the game on Tuesday night against
It
West
looks like
Bromwich
it needs
Albion.
pushed back into
Patterson out to O'Nien. O'Nien down the line again to Watson on the halfway line. Chris Wilder's discarded his big coat and he's now just in an ordinary jacket as the ball rolled across to
So who do you think would be the
Hume
happy
on
on
the
the two
far
sides if
side.
it finished 0-0?
taps
Sheffield
it back
United
to
or
Patterson
Sunderland?
away to our right in front of the Kop in his green kit. Passes it out through the middle to
Oh.
Daniel on. He's given the ball away. It's pushed on to Raksaki, but it runs past Campbell, who couldn't control it. Back
That's
to
a big
Patterson,
side
who
from
bowls it
Benno,
out
wasn't
straight away to Hume on the to Rigg, sorry, on the right, who plays it back to Hume. Hume, short pass forwards to Neal. Neal back to Hume. Hume has got Ballard in the middle. O'Nien out to the
It
left.
certainly
Just
has
got
Maureen
Neal just
been
ahead of him. He
full
plays it to
in
O'Nien on
games.
this left-hand wing. down the line to Watson. Watson cutting inside now, cutting into the middle, leaves it for Neil, edge of the centre circle, into the path of Hume, who's come and played it out wide right to Rigg.
Look at Job.
Job's in space here, they're looking for him. Rigg's trying to find him, drops down to him on the 18-yard line. He's got Sariki in front of him, and Raksaki cuts across the back of the penalty area, finds Hume. Hume urged to shoot, plays it into Job again at the edge of the area, who digs it out for Hume again, and Hume now to Rigg on the right. Roberts just behind him. Rigg plays it into Hume though. Hume to Neil in the middle. And Neil plays it short to O'Nien and back out to the wing again to Watson. Sariki in front of him, Watson taking him on. Watson trying to weave his way past Sariki, who's got the ball. Knocks it away to Raksaki. And back to Femi Sariki. And he gets it back again here. And takes it on. Down the right, gives the ball away to O'Nien. And now with Neil.
Gary, I think Anne needs educated a bit.
Hume. And Hume to Rigg. Rigg on the right of midfield, halfway inside the Sheffield United half. Neil in the middle, now to Job again. Job behind him is O'Nien. O'Nien to Watson, down the left of the penalty area. Sariki backing off him, it's played to Job. Job at the edge of the area, at the edge of the D, finds Hume. Hume slips it through to Roberts. Roberts now trying to pull it back. It's scooped over by Burrows for a corner to Sunderland. Their third corner of the game. At the away end, Rigg will take it. We're in the 52nd minute, live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Good quality ball in.
Roberts in the 6-yard box, just dancing around two defenders at the moment. The others out towards the back of the penalty area.
Give it him.
And Roberts still trying to just shake off Sariki, who's going chasing after him, and the referee's going to have a word here with Sariki.
Send them off.
Patrick Roberts is again dancing around in front of the two defenders on the 6-yard line and making a nuisance of himself in front of Sariki and Campbell. The ball lifted high by Rigg. Hume trying to get his head on it, but it's easily side-footed out by Gilchrist. Up to Dan Neil in the centre circle. Sunderland then there, light blue, and Neil trying to find Watson on the right, just a little bit overhit, and it goes away for a throw in the corner to Sheffield United in their red and white stripes.
Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you.
They're going to change the tactics, Sheffield United, to combat Sunderland.
Yeah, Raksaki's come across to Chris Wilder, who's passing some instructions on to the loanee from Crystal Palace.
Which would be really good for the
throw then to Sheffield United in the corner on the left-hand side. 13 goals scored at home this season, only 2 conceded in the opening home game of the season. It's 0-0 tonight, both teams playing with 10 men. As Robinson passes on, there's one back though by Sunderland. Job in the centre circle, taking it across to the left. Watson's making a run down the left of the penalty area. Gilchrist goes with him. The cross from Watson's a good one. It's hooked away by Hamer. It's not going to go out just yet, is it? Job's going to keep it in. Job now, he gets a little shove from Sousa, but Job's still going, slips it to Isidore. Isidor's bundled down at the edge of the area, but no foul, says Gavin Ward, the referee. As away comes Sariki. He's down the right wing. He's got Campbell out with him. Campbell now trying to take it inside, but Sariki's gone wide. Sariki is on the right side of the penalty area, pulls it back to Peck. Peck now back to Sariki on the right of the area. Sariki taking on O'Nien. O'Nien shoulder barges him off.
Excellent.
And the ball goes behind for a goal kick.
Well done, Luke O'Nien. Great defending.
Luke O'Nien now was good, like.
Tommy Watson comes back to congratulate O'Nien on that piece of defending. The ball out
that's why the Mags have loads of potatoes, isn't it? So
passes it to Rigg back to Ballard in the middle. Across here to O'Nien again on the left-hand side. 54th minute, 0-0. Watson, he's just overhit it, O'Nien. Runs away from Watson, throw for Sheffield United. Sariki will take this.
Alan Bell, hello, Alan
the end of
Bell.
last season, second half of last season, he was on loan at Rotherham.
If Sunderland win 5-0 free, Paddy
Here he is on the right. It's under pressure from
Alan Bell's a
Watson.
good mate.
He turns
And
inside and plays the ball back to the goalkeeper.
Had Ty Street
Cooper kicks it out on the left to Burrows. Burrows
Paddy long legs.
up
Lovely.
almost to the halfway line. Leaves it for Raksaki. Comes back
Ruben
then to
Abdullah,
Robinson.
fun fact, there is no colour
Forwards
footage
to
of
Peck.
Newcastle United winning the
Peck
trophy.
through to Hamer. Hamer goes down, no foul, says the referee, and Job finds Rigg. Rigg slipping it through to Isidore. Isidore trying to shake off Gilchrist and Robinson. Low shot, saved by
Unlucky.
Cooper at the foot of his left post.
Fun fact, black and white
Rolled
time.
out to City
Ruben, I
Peck.
think the only footage is in
Peck
Morse code, isn't it?
Slips it
Listening
through
with
here
some
to
Everton fans, they reckon
Sariki on
we
the
are better
right.
than Everton.
Watson
What?
goes to close him down, plays back to Gilchrist at the edge of the Sheffield United penalty area. Out to Souza. Vinny Souza through to Peck again on the right, wrestles with O'Nien. The ball played back to Sariki, back again to Gilchrist, and across to Robinson. 0-0, both sides with 10 men. Robinson up on the halfway
Chinese
line.
has just arrived, but I'm not
Square
eating
ball
it
to Gilchrist. Gilchrist out wide to Sariki on this right hand side, back inside to Souza, forwards to Peck, back to Sariki. It slips away from him, but he'll run back onto it and taps it to Gilchrist. And Gilchrist now back out to Peck on the right hand side, back again to Sariki. Short pass inside to Souza, into the centre circle to Raksaki. Then Robinson across to Burrows, inside again to Raksaki, and he takes it down through the left side of midfield, still going, and eventually is tripped by Ballard, and it's going to be a free kick 25 yards out for Sheffield United.
Hamer will try this. He'll try to get on this
standing
one.
over the spot where the ball is going to be placed, and referee just having a word with a couple of Sunderland defenders. Hamer then over the ball with Burrows as well, but I think you're absolutely right. It's going to be Hamer.
He'll try to this one.
He'll try to shoot. In the 57th minute now. Hamer's stepping back off the ball, Burrows poised, and Burrows takes it himself and just past the post. Patterson had it covered, dive to his right, and the ball wide. 0-0 still in the 58th minute. Patterson skips back over the electronic advertising board and passes the ball to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien back across to Ballard, back to O'Nien. Then over to the right to Trey Hume.
The best of free kicks from Sheffield United. I'm not complaining.
Hume back to Ballard in the middle of the Sunderland half. Brings the ball up to the halfway line and plays it out to O'Nien on the left-hand side. O'Nien to Dan Neal. Raksaki on his shoulder. Comes back to Ballard and then to Hume again. Forwards down the right wing. Roberts. Rigg is ahead of him. Roberts taking on Burrows. He's cutting inside now. Lifts the ball up into the penalty area. Job nods it back down looking for Isidore. But it's cleared by Sheffield United out to Peck. Peck has O'Nien in front of him. Isidore picks himself off the floor, so does Robinson. Ball goes out for a throw to Sheffield United on the left.
What a
on
great
halfway.
weekend it did.
Hamer picks himself up over there
I'd
and
be
then gets
pleased
the
with a
ball.
point though.
Takes the throw to Souza. Souza just taps it back to Gustavo Hamer. And here's Souza again. Playing it back to Gilchrist in the middle of the Sheffield United half. Then to Sariki. Taps it back to Alfie Gilchrist. Then to Robinson. Robinson back to Gilchrist. Nearly played an hour, not far short of it. 0-0. Here's Sariki. Forced to play it back again to Gilchrist. Gilchrist forwards again to Sariki, closed down by O'Nien. Back to Gilchrist, trying to find Raksaki, but Dan Neal gets in front of the ball. Comes back though for Sariki slips it inside to Peck, back to Sariki down the right. He's trying to flick it into
offside,
Raksaki.
he's
That looked
offside,
offside
he's
to me, and the
offside.
flag comes up. A free kick to Sunderland on the left side of the Sunderland penalty area. Patterson in a short-sleeved.
Thanks for the subscriber.
Green top on
another
a
subscriber. Thank you.
I'd say it's bitterly cold, but it's not the warmest evening now, and it's been raining a lot.
Is that Mayenda warming up?
The heat for the
no,
tape
I
in
don't think
Sheffield
so.
United, like.
No.
Ball here on the left with 09. I think it's the 4 Sheffield United substitutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
09
Absolutely, Gary.
trying to shake off Peck.
Don't do it.
He gets the ball away under a challenge from Peck.
Play on,
And,
roll it,
Watson
roll it,
running
roll it,
onto
roll it.
down the left
Oh.
of the penalty area. In the penalty area now, Watson pulling it back for Dan Neil. Tried to take it into the box, but ran into Burrows, who knocks the ball away only as far as Hume. And Hume down the right to Roberts. Roberts to Hume, back to Job. Job now on the right side of central midfield, finds Watson. Watson just outside the penalty area. He's tackled by Peck. It comes back to Dan Neil. Plays it down to 09 on the left-hand side. Now Meyenda's warming up. And here's Watson inside to Job in the middle of the Sheffield United half. Job taking this on, laying it off to 09. He rolls it in towards Isidore, but it's hacked away by Gilchrist. It's a throw for Sunderland. No, it's not. It hasn't gone out. Neil keeps it in, finds Job on the left-hand side.
Without
Job
Sunderland
turns away from
this
Raksaki, comes back with it towards the halfway line, into the centre circle, and passes it to Trey Hume. 62nd minute, Sheffield United 0, Sunderland 0, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Benno is here until 10:30 tonight.
I thought it was 11:30.
Oh, is it 11:30 tomorrow morning, I believe? An all-nighter, because the cricket's on as well. Here's 09 trying to cross, wins a corner off the back of Sariki. A 4th Sunderland corner. Sunderland 4 substitutes warming up. Rusin, Aushish, Elise and Meyenda.
Do you know, I think Sunderland are absolutely fine as they are.
Goes down to the left to take the corner kick.
In this game pretty well.
Watson's at the left of the penalty area as well. And it's Isidore who's just running circles round the defenders in the penalty area now.
Hey, how are you doing?
He's like a little jack in the box. He just won't stop running.
Hello to Alex.
It's Sousa's trying to stick with him. I think, or is it out for Gilchrist? He just can't stay near him.
Give us a subscribe as well.
Keeps running away. The ball whipped in then by Rigg. It's a bit too much on it, and it swings out.
So welcome, Alex.
That's as entertaining watching Isidore as it is wondering what's going to happen
Kevin
from the corner kick.
All right, mate. It would be good.
0-0 still then here at Bramall in the 63rd minute. Two sides reduced to 10 men.
Better team, but I'll take the
ball tapped by Robinson to Cooper, the keeper. Isidore goes to close him down, but they don't half-live dangerously. And they get the ball away up to the halfway line. Ballard brings it down, finds 09, who plays it back to Patterson. Passes it out to 09. Inside to Dan Neil.
Neil got so many suspensions and injuries.
Be wary of Campbell just in front of him. Plays it back to Ballard. Ballard to Hume. Trey Hume now. Rigg on halfway on the right-hand side. Back to Hume. Now Dan Neil again. Back to Hume. Hume just plays it wide to Rigg. Roberts looking for the run of Isidore, but it's cut out by Robinson at the edge of the area.
Oh, you don't play back into
Sousa.
Davies.
Sousa under pressure from Rigg. He's getting himself into a bit of a knot, and it's pulled out by Isidore, but he smashes it wide.
Half opportunity that. Great closing down.
Sousa got himself into all sorts of trouble, didn't he, with Rigg and Isidore on his shoulder. Goal kick then to
hit the target.
Sheffield United. They've had half chances this evening, Sunderland. They've had a penalty saved as well.
We've been the better side.
09 heads it in the air. Chest down and forwards by Sariki. 09 pulls him down. He's going to get a yellow card here, 09. A clear yellow card.
Yeah.
Imagine if we get another bloody sending off.
And a free kick on the right side of midfield for Sheffield United. Taken short, Hamer to Peck, Sariki back inside to Peck, trying to find Sariki down the right of the penalty area. He crosses straight into the hands of Anthony Patterson. Still 0-0 then. 65th minute, 25 minutes left to play.
Ryan Jones says,
Job
just had to Google it.
taking this on
the
now.
most consecutive
Out
goals
to
in
Watson on the
7.
left
Go
hand
at him.
side. Watson, Peck in front of him. Watson's taking it on down the left of the penalty area, and it's put behind by Peck. The cross. It's another Sunderland
Bring on
corner.
the transfer window, says Tony. Sheffield
Can they make one of them
back
count?
Down. Get Magenda on, says
Watson
Estia.
is taking the ball down to the corner.
I think it's Watson this time.
28,465 the attendance tonight. It's left for Rigg to take this corner again. Watson strolls away down the left of the penalty area. Another outstanding away attendance tonight, especially with all the problems on the roads and trains. Rigg from the left hooks it in towards the back of the 6-yard box. It's headed down towards goal, but the whistle's gone. Ballard was the player who leapt and got his head on it. It's quickly out by Sheffield United.
It's taken foul.
Cut out by Neil. Hamer about to break. Watson out to Rigg on the left of the penalty area. He drives the ball across the box. Too hard. Out it goes for a throw to Sheffield United on the far side.
It's a foul.
0-0 still.
Comes to absolutely
inequality
the
into
most
the game.
anticlimactic thing Sunderland do is having a corner. Brighton won Saints one. I thought Brighton were 2-0. No. I thought
a bit of a debate, of course, about the Mepham red card and whether it should have been a red card. Be interested to see whether the club appeal that decision.
I hope so.
Mepham will face 3-match ban if they don't. Here's Sousa. Back to Gilchrist in the middle of the Sheffield United half. Plays it across on the left now to Robinson. Robinson down the left wing to Burrows, and the left back pauses a moment, plays the ball back to Robinson, who plays it across to Gilchrist. Sariki's out wide here on the right for Sheffield United, inside to Peck, back onto halfway.
The attendance, I think,
Robinson
20
lifts one down the left wing, looking for Burrows.
23 or 29.
Bounced in front of him and Roberts. Burrows plays it back to Hamer. Hamer slips it inside again to Robinson. He plays it across to Gilchrist. Gilchrist into the Sunderland half, down the right. Sariki taps it back to Gilchrist, flick forwards to Sousa. Wide again to Sariki. Back again to Vinny Sousa, and now Peck at the edge of the area, trying to get through, stumbling slightly. It comes back to Sariki, and then off for a throw to Sheffield United.
Got a lot of Leeds fans as well wanting us to do well tonight.
A game that could go either way. As the ball behind for a corner by Luke O'Nien. Sheffield United on this right side then. Burrows jogging across to take the corner kick.
2,000 Sunderland fans, I think.
No sign of either bench making any changes.
They've sorted out the whole allocation, Alex, I would say.
Harrison Burrows then with this corner from the right-hand side at the Cop end of Bramall Lane. One man, Tyrese Campbell, I think it is, in the 6-yard box. Burrows with his left foot. It's headed away by Ballard out towards the back of the area. And then Harrison,
out for a corner.
Another corner for Harrison Burrows, as Isidore put his foot through it behind. Admittedly, he was under pressure. Another corner, fifth corner for Sheffield United. They're matching each other up. Both have had 5 corners, both have 10 men. It's 0-0. Burrows with the corner, hangs in the air for a moment. Patterson came for it, get a touch to it, and Job will come away with it on the far side. Campbell's in front of him. Job shaken off one challenge, finds Isidore. Isidore plays it back now to Ballard. Ballard forwards to Rigg. 70th minute. 20 minutes to play, 0-0. Rigg slips, and as a consequence the ball went through to Robinson. Sariki, now Peck Behind him, Sousa, lifting
Get
it
some
across
studs in your boots, Rick.
to Burrows. Burrows leaves it for Sousa. Sousa in the Sunderland half now, down the right for Peck, looking for the run of Sariki. O'Nien gets in front of him, passes it back to Patterson, who clears through the middle. Job tries to flick it on for Isidore, but it comes back to Robinson and back to the goalkeeper, who's out in midfield, Michael Cooper. Passes it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist now into the Sunderland half. Little flick out to Sariki, back to Gilchrist, into the centre circle. Robinson. Hamer just ahead of him. Hamer now looking for Peck. Over his head, it's going to roll through to Sariki down the right side of the penalty area. Watson goes to block him. It's pulled back to Sousa. Sousa drives one in, it's parried away by Patterson. It was on target, has come back out to Sariki. And now Sariki again. He's cut in.
Oh, great
Another
save.
great save by Patterson. 2 saves in the space of 30 seconds.
Great save.
And they could be crucial saves. But they're coming again.
Get
Here
out
now
to him.
is Hamer. And
He'll try to shoot.
Skips round Isidore, trying to find Raksaki, and now Sousa again. Lifts one over, looking for Campbell. Saved by Patterson, the header.
Great. Well done,
Patterson.
Anthony Patterson. 2 fantastic saves there.
Very,
well
very
done.
big saves. So 0-0, 71st minute. And it's out with Hume. Back to Ballard. Ballard does his
No, it's
foot
not
on
the
the
end of the
ball,
world,
rolls it to Dan Neil to his left.
Meppen
And Dan Neil
being suspended.
bringing
but
this up towards halfway. It
Oh,
comes
no.
off the foot of
what
Raksaki
for the appeal?
into the path of Peck. Peck taking it on still. Job in front of him. He leaves it for Sousa. Sousa to Hamer. Hamer now trying to find an opening in
Good
the
spell
middle.
from Sheffield
Hume was in the
United,
middle
isn't
and got in the way, and eventually it's played right through to Patterson. Are they thinking about a change, Sunderland?
They've been immense, Tony. Sunderland have been really good.
There's a little bit of
this whole
activity in the
latest game.
dugout as well. Regis Lebris rushed back
I
down
do
into
think
the
we are due some subs,
dugout,
I
which you
think.
can't see into.
Chris Wilder there stands there looking
Patterson
frustrated with his arms
passes
folded.
it to Ballard. Ballard now as Patterson comes out to the edge of his area. Patterson to O'Nien. Raksaki goes to close him down. Watson onto this. Sariki tackles him. Water splashes up. Hamer tries to play it through. Blocked by Neil. Falls for Job. Pushed by Hamer. It's a free kick to Sunderland. Hamer helps Job up. Quickly taken free kick. Neil taking this on through the middle, rolling it across to Patrick Roberts, right side of the penalty area. Into the penalty area, Patrick goes, still trying to get through. Wins a corner, does it? He does.
Yeah.
Another Sunderland corner. 0-0 in the 73rd minute. Both sides playing with 10 men. You're listening to BBC Radio Newcastle. Full commentary tomorrow afternoon from Selhurst Park. 2 o'clock build-up, 3 o'clock kick-off for Crystal Palace against Newcastle with Colin White and John Anderson. As Rigg from the right here curls this ball in. Ballard gets his head on it. Kicked clear by Campbell. Up only as far as Dan Neil, who puts it back to the edge of the area. Ballard trying to flick it through with his head to Job. Job on his right, blocked though, and comes off Burrows for another corner.
Nice to see you being
This time
positive,
it'll be
Captain.
from the left.
I just
Rigg
comment what I'm seeing, mate.
just jogging across to this left-hand side in front of the Sunderland.
We've got to make one of these set pieces count, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Rigg then,
We
Watson
certainly
on the
do.
left of the penalty area. Regis Lebris back out to the edge of his technical area. Rigg raises his right hand and he plays it short to Watson. Watson now running at Hamer, dinks it into the box, headed out by Sousa. Neil is the man in the middle who puts it back, and it could be too hard. Caught by Michael Cooper off the head of Trey Hume. It looks like, I think, is that Mayenda or Elise is about to strip off and come off. As Robinson brings the ball out for Sheffield United. Up to the halfway line on the left-hand side in the 75th minute. Comes back to Michael Cooper in his orange, the goalkeeper. Sheffield United looking at making a change as well. Gilchrist, out to the right wing to Hamer. Hamer down the line, O'Nien plays it on for Rigg, who's caught, but no foul since the referee stopped play though. Hamer's complaining to the referee, but the referee is coming across to see what the situation with Chris Rigg is, who's crouched down on the floor. Gavin Ward leaning over. Riggs is starting to get himself up on his feet.
We have seen
and
some better
I think it's Meyenda's coming on, and there's a change for Sheffield United as well. Ryan One is going to come on for...
Dan Neil shouldn't be in defence, that's why.
There's a yellow card there for Hamer for that foul on Rigg. Much to the displeasure.
I think it's Lucas just
Sheffield United fans. Also coming on for Sheffield United is Tom Davis.
I think that's what he said. I don't think he's saying as a goal. I just think that's how he pronounces corners.
They've got
I don't know.
Little flurry. Oh, both Elise and Mayenda are going to come on for Sunderland.
You're not fit.
There's a flurry of Davies on the Sheffield United bench. They've got a Tom Davis, a Reece Norrington Davis, and Adam Davis, the goalkeeper. But now Tom Davis is going to come on with Ryan One. As Sunderland just sorting out their substitutions as well.
And
Saka's coming off.
Yeah.
There's changes coming in the 76th minute, and Campbell is the other coming off. Yeah.
Sunderland played well. They have played really well. I'm pleased how they've played.
So One comes on.
If Sheffield went to get a goal, obviously, then Sunderland didn't deserve to if it happened.
And Elise and Mayenda, it's Roberts.
That's how you win games, by scoring, I suppose.
So Mayenda. And who will come off for Elise? So Meyenda's gone on the right-hand side, sensibly, I think, this time, rather than the left. And it's Tommy Watson's coming off on this left-hand side. Is that a good game, Tom Watson?
Yeah. So what they've done now is that they've
so Watson off Elise on Meyenda on.
Luke and Nine push
Watson's
Trey
done
Hume
well.
in there.
Yeah, O'Nien on the
right.
Hume's gone into midfield.
Yeah.
Still three. Ballard in the middle, and Elise here on the left. Rigg ahead of him.
Absolutely, Gary. Fresh
on the
legs,
left-hand
that's
side.
good.
Joe, Isidore, and Neil. The three in the middle, in front of Hume. Tom Davis immediately under pressure from Mayenda on the touchline. Gets the ball forwards, but Dan Neil pulls Burrows down. It's a free kick to Sheffield United. 78th minute. It's still 0-0. Both sides playing with 10 men, but Sunderland have changed things. Here's Sariki down the right for Sheffield United. Elise in front of him, and Sariki taking him on. A great tackle by Elise. Wonderful tackle.
Great tackle.
Comes away with the ball, but then gives it away to Hamer. Played it straight inside to Job. Job out to Rigg on this left-hand side. Rigg now trying to shake off Hamer. Plays it back to Elise. Elise to Ballard. Out to Job under pressure from Peck. Gets the ball back to Patterson. They're saying that's a back pass. The Sheffield United fans feel that that is a back pass.
But he's so confident that it mustn't have been a back pass. He's that confident.
Yeah.
And Sheffield United haven't complained, have they?
No. It's now with Patterson again. Ball at his feet, out to Elise on this left-hand side. In the 79th minute, just over 10 minutes left. 0-0. Saying in the build-up, if they were to draw this game, it equals a record of 6 consecutive draws that Sunderland established in 1949. Rigg away down the left, almost to the goal line, and it runs off him behind for a goal kick. Sariki picks up the ball. Back to the goalkeeper.
The thumbs up, guys. Let's have
now with Robinson out here to Hamer. Hamer has got Elise in front of him. Hamer onto the halfway line, down the right to Peck. Sidney Peck halfway inside the Sunderland half. plays it back inside to Souza. Souza trying to shake off Isidore, plays it back behind to Peck. Peck now to Robinson, wide left end to Burrows, halfway inside the Sunderland half. Inside to Souza, Neil's in front of him. Souza being pushed away by Dan Neil, finds Peck in the middle. He plays out to the right, motors on to Sariki. Sariki taking on Elise, gets the ball into the 6-yard box, but Ballard puts it out for a throw to Sheffield United. Sariki will take this on the right-hand side. He's been heavily involved since he came on, Femi Sariki. Here's Hamer, back of the area, slips it to Peck. Peck shoots over the top, not by much, but over it goes. And it's still 0-0 with 10 minutes left.
But settle for the point. I'd have
taken the point beforehand. But they've had chances to win it, haven't they, Simon? None more so than the penalty.
Yeah, I think they'll get another chance, Nick. I really do.
They snatch victory here. We're in the 81st minute now.
Down when that other chance comes.
There's O'Nien trying to get forwards, being forced back. Comes back then to Patterson. Patterson kicks over towards the left. He's looking for Rigg. Sariki gets above him, into the middle to Souza. Hamer lays it off to Peck, but Rigg runs through Peck, gets the ball back here from Elise, and Rigg looking for the run of Isidore. Flag stays down. Isidore's got 3 defenders around him. He's got Mayenda coming up beside him as well. He got knocked at the edge of the area. He slipped. Down he goes. It looked like it might have been a foul. Isidore's furious. The ball's still with Sunderland though. Mayenda trying to get the ball forwards here on the right-hand side. Gets back to Dan Neil. Neil trying to find Hume down the right of the penalty area. Wins a corner.
End-to-end stuff, innit?
Yes, it is. Isidore furious with himself at the edge of the area. Did he slip? Was he pushed?
What did we say? The referee is not going to give.
It is devastating.
Not the easy free
kick. Lost this one. Of course, it wouldn't be devastating.
Sunderland look like they could be making another change.
Do you know what I mean?
Hume's going to take this corner from the right-hand side.
And Roberts has gone all game. I'll take
Sunderland's 8th corner, and it comes from Hume. Oh, it bounces through, and Cooper eventually runs and catches it. It could have gone anywhere then. Rolls it out to Souza down the right, over the halfway line. Job sprinting back to get back with Souza, and he blocks the cross.
Well done,
Job. Well done, Job.
Excellent recovery, that.
That was a lung-busting run from Job.
Yes, indeed. Well done.
So Peck takes the throw, back to Sariki. Sariki down to Peck again on this right-hand side. 83rd minute, 0-0. 2 sides with 10 men. Sariki back to Souza, trying to slip it through to Davis, and now Elise digging it out. Davis trying to get on it again. Oh, he scored! Tom Davis slips it under Patterson, and in the 83rd minute, Sheffield United have scored. The substitute, Tom Davis.
Yep.
Somehow he's wriggled his way, he's fell at his feet, and he's just struck it, and it's gone underneath Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, he wriggled through and got his foot through it, 6 yards out.
Well, that's what Premier League teams do.
In the 83rd minute, that is so cruel on Sunderland, who are about to make a double change here. Sheffield United take the lead. Can Sunderland find a goal back? Can they find a goal? Sheffield United 1.
It's all about
Sunderland 0.
Connolly coming on, is it?
Coming off. Connolly's coming on. And Ashish is also coming on for Rigg. So a double switch by Sunderland. A rare appearance for Adil Ashish.
They take the chances we
Tom Davis,
that's all I know.
who's had 1 substitute appearance against Oxford last weekend, has fired Sheffield United into the
It's
lead
about
here
taking your chances.
at Bramall Lane.
At this level,
It's a
especially
hard
when
one
you're
to
playing
take.
you decent teams at the top. You didn't put
Elise
your chances
now as
away.
Sheffield United looking at a
You're not gonna
change.
get your 3 points, are you?
Back to Ballard. 85th minute. Sunderland surely will get another chance. O'Nien down to Mayenda
we'll
on the
get
right
another
wing.
chance, but there's a difference
Trying to
between
cut in
another
here.
chance and a goal.
He's gone round Tom Davis and rolls it into Elise in the middle. Elise to Job. Job now wide on the left here. Ashish, low ball in here. Blocked, comes to Elise, can't dig it out, and finally bobbles through to Michael Cooper. Reece Norrington Davis is waiting to come on.
I think it's game over SG as well, says we couldn't score our
Sheffield
game. What
United
makes
is a
anyone
left
think
back.
we're going to get a
Yeah,
late
they'll
goal
just
now?
show things up now, Nick.
Absolutely toothless.
To see the game out.
It's about scoring goals.
Michael Cooper drops the ball down just
have.
outside his penalty area. We're in the 86th minute.
And it's about taking your chances.
Sheffield United 1, Sunderland 0. Ballard heads the ball away up towards Connolly. Bobbles down off Souza, and Robinson gets the ball back to Cooper. And Norrington Davis still waiting to come on for Sheffield United. Headed on by Sariki. Down the right, One. He's beaten to it. The ball rolls out for a throw to Sunderland. Ballard takes it, or he will leave it now for Elise to take.
Colomir, just sorry couldn't see it happening.
Elise then with this throw on the left-hand side. Down the line, looking for Connolly, headed away by Sariki. Elise puts his foot through it again, up over the halfway line. Robinson gets above Connolly. Sunderland win it back. Ashish lays it off behind into Elise. Ashish again on the left, gets a shove in the back, goes down. Went down very easily, mind. But the referee's given the free kick. Ashish takes it quickly, comes back to Ballard, across to O'Nien. Hamer gives chase. And
Don't lose it there.
He's caught. Hamer's got the ball off O'Nien into the penalty area. Hamer's still going into the side netting. He's got the ball off O'Nien for a corner.
Draw, lose, says Sean Russell. Done just about everything but can't get over the line. Gary,
O'Nien's furious
you never know,
with the
we might
referee,
just
I
need
think.
one moment and it's back on. Try to see
And Burrows is coming off.
Sorry to see it happening.
Straight swap.
We need a striker. 3 goals in 6 games is not good enough. Every
Left back for left back in the 87th minute.
And I said before, every time we get injuries and suspensions, the goals.
Burrows ain't coming off.
Sorry?
He's not coming off.
Burrows is coming off.
Is it?
Yeah.
When you play teams,
and Norrington, they're 2 left. He's just switching the left back.
Teams like Sheffield United and Leeds.
He's putting a fresh set of legs in at left back. Burrows comes off.
That's why.
They're looking to take a short corner, I think.
Leeds United and Sheffield United at the top
on
of the
the
league.
far side, Norrington Davis jogs on.
Because they know how to score.
Welsh
goals.
international,
Doesn't matter how
25-year-old.
They get over the line.
Born in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, but to Welsh
The
parents.
trouble is, SG, the standard is.
As he jogs down to the far side, the left touchline.
The standard is.
Corner for
scoring
Sheffield
goals.
United, who lead 1-0. Tom Davis taps
we
it
might
short
have been a better side
to Souza.
Tonight, but
Sunderland trying
about
to
scoring goals that win you
wrestle the ball back off him over there with Mayenda
It's as simple as that.
and Neil.
Going on.
Mayenda comes out with the ball, clears, but straight to a red and white shirt. And Robinson just playing it to Norrington Davis. Inside then to Souza, back to Gilchrist. Ashish trying to put pressure on him. The ball played back to Michael Cooper, the goalkeeper, at the edge of the penalty area. In the 88th
forget about
minute.
the top 2 after tonight. If this stays the
1-0
same.
to Sheffield
We're gonna have
United.
to focus on the
Ball
playoffs
in the
again.
air, headed out for a
If we don't
Sunderland
put our
throw,
IDs
I
up,
think.
we'll be out the playoffs, I know.
Well, the assistant's not going to give it. The referee has. And there's a Sheffield United player down.
Who reminds me that this
That's a
game has
clash
cost
of
us,
heads.
says Rooster.
Sure.
Sunderland fans would take a draw now for 6 in a
Referee's
row.
just checking that
So can anybody in the
Sheffield
chat
United player
lighten me? Apart
on
from
his
the penalty,
back.
what has Sunderland done?
Can't see who it is. The referee's just
Come close to
obscuring him at the
scoring
moment.
in the whole of this game.
Tom Davis is over there, but
Tom Davis, is it?
no.
No. Tom Davis is over
for the
there with
subscriber.
Souza on the floor. He's picked himself up now. Now the referee's sprinting right across the pitch here.
he's having a
And
go at the 4th
Chris
official.
Wilder's having a chat with the
Some
4th
of the
official.
comments as well
And
about
Chris
the
Wilder
goal for
is
Sheffield
going to be
United.
shown a
It's
yellow
been
card.
unfortunately, says Michael.
Yellow card for
Inevitably,
the
simple as if we don't take a simple penalty to gain a lead while dominating, we don't deserve it.
Sheffield
Jeff
United
says
boss.
these last 6 games have been pretty awful.
Who
Just
would
one
be
bit
a
of
4th
quality
official?
needed. Sadly, it's finally happened. Once Robert missed that
And
penalty, that was our
Gavin
chance
Ward has
to
to
go
jog
ahead.
right
Our
back
defenders
across
have
the
been
pitch.
slack.
89th minute, O'Nien
The manager
Back
has to
to
take blame for that, unless he
Patterson.
was at fault for that.
Tom
goal.
Davis
Watson's
trying to put him
almost
under
attacking
pressure.
player
Patterson
tonight.
gets the ball out to Elise. Back down to Ballard. And One trying to get pressure on him now. And One chases Patterson. He's passed the ball out to Hume. We're in the last minute of the 90. How much will we get added on here? Sheffield United leading through that 83rd minute goal.
No, we're not going to get
from
top
substitute
two, Gary.
Tom
There's
Davis.
No way at all. We've gone from scoring goals to
Patterson.
to absolutely
Ballard and
can't
Patterson
hit
in the middle,
ball
but it's
over
out to
the band.
Al-Shish. Down to Job on the
That's the way
left-hand
we've gone.
side. Job, Hamer bundles into Job, who gets quickly back up on his feet. It's done well here before Gilchrist hooks the ball out.
We've gone from scoring
Throw to
goals
Sunderland
and being really
on the left.
force in
Elise
this
takes
league
it quickly,
to just
looks for
nothing.
Job, who stretches and with Peck
Why?
on his
Why
shoulder,
do you
back to
guys
Ballard
think
in the
that?
centre circle. And now to O'Nien, the fourth official. Sam Allison coming out with the board. Mayenda coming forward to the edge of the area, looking for Neil, but it runs past him behind. And we'll have 4 minutes.
Well,
We're in
what about
the
Sunderland
first of
have 8
those 4
days before
minutes
the
now.
Stoke game at the Stadium of Light?
It's not a huge amount of time for Sunderland, but it's time. Chris Mepham sent off in the first half. Harry Suter
Look at
sent off
Toothless.
in the first half,
Unfortunately.
added time. Patrick Roberts missed the penalty. Tom Davis, the substitute, came on in the 76th minute, and 6 minutes later
Regis
scored
Lebrie's management.
for Sheffield United.
Starting to show.
Here he is, Tom Davis on the left, but the ball whipped off him by Dan Neil. Neil's fouled. Free kick to Sunderland. We played nearly a minute
Fans
at the minimum
biting the
4.
nails. They look
And
absolutely
this
sick
free
as
kick is on
shits at the
halfway,
back.
and One tried to knock the ball away and has shown a yellow card. Needless yellow card for
They're going to make another
Ryan
substitution.
One, and they're going to make another substitution. Sam McCallum, who's a full-back, they're going to try and get on Sheffield United.
The top
For
two.
this free kick which
top two,
Patterson
forget the
takes,
top two.
floats up to the edge of the penalty area on the left,
Sheffield United
breaks for Elise, and he's immediately closed down, but he gets the ball in the box. Job tried to side foot it in, Ballard heads it down, Mayenda tries, Ballard tries again, and it's behind for a goal kick. As the Sheffield United trying to lift up one of their players on the 6-yard line, and the substitution's being made now. Hamer's coming off, and McCallum's coming on.
He used to go playing the Premier League side. Sheffield United. I don't care what anybody says. Just score goals.
So Gustavo Hamer
And they've won 7 on the
coming
bounce.
off
This
now
is going to be 8 on the bounce. for
in the
them at
93rd
home.
minute.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You look back at the
On
last
comes
month or so, 2
Sam
months,
McCallum,
at the past results
another
for Sheffield United and
former
Leeds,
Coventry City man, though he was signed from
compared to
Norwich
Sunderland,
in the summer.
miles apart. Miles apart.
So a goal kick for Sheffield United, who lead 1-0. The kick lands on the head of the substitute McCallum inside the Sunderland half, and it's taken down into the corner by One, and it's gone behind for a corner to Sheffield United.
Like I said, are the cracks, Kevin, starting
Patterson
to
urging
appear
everybody
in
back
Regis
to
Lebrie's
defend here.
coaching?
Was that a yellow card for
Because
Ballard?
Was
we're
it
gone
Ballard
down
who
real
got the
quick,
yellow
aren't
card?
we?
Yeah. So another player in the book. We're in the
Sheffield United and Leeds will be
94th
top
minute
2.
now.
I can guarantee that. Well, we're going
This
to
is
be.
the
I
last
do
minute
not-
technically of the 4 being added on, but we've had a substitution, so there might
Thing
be
is,
more
Packer,
time.
Yeah, you've had enough. I don't blame you.
Are they going to take this short? Sheffield United again. Tom Davis takes it short to Sousa. Sousa back to Tom Davis, and Tom Davis just trying to hold it on the touchline with Peck over there in support, and then they played it back to Robinson and all the way back to the goalkeeper, Michael Cooper. He drives it back upfield, right back over the head of Hume, who gets underneath it and finds Elise in the middle. But it drops then
We're just
for
weak.
Peck.
Bishop,
Peck
sorry.
looking here
We're just weak.
for Sariki, a block by
Simple.
Ballard, and it bounces
Well
out
done,
for another
Sean.
corner.
Why are
Only
you all so
seconds left
negative?
of the
It's been a
minimum
great
4
season
minutes.
for sport and you're always moaning.
Sheesh quickly
Because I'm a
puts the
Sunderland
ball on
fan,
the
Buff. I'm
quadrant
moaning
for
because we're losing,
the
mate.
corner kick. Souza
not
strolls
gonna
down
be
very slowly
happy as
to
Larry,
take the
am I?
corner kick. Across comes Tom Davis as well. But Souza's like having a word with the assistant, pointing back in the penalty area. Tom Davies being...
Oh, dear me. I don't know what happened to there. Maybe he's just been put out of our misery.
for time wasting.
Yeah.
And now they take the corner short again. Blocked by...
Yeah, 1-0. 1-0. Yeah, why are you so negative? I'm not always negative, but if you're tuning in, where have you been? If you tuned in for the first 60 minutes of this, mate, I was quite positive and people will back us up. I'm mourning because we've lost. How can I not mourn when we've lost? I'm not going to say get in, well done, am I? I'm going to say class, get in. Christ almighty. We deserved the point. I'm going to say we didn't deserve a point because we missed a penalty. They scored their goal from open play. We just are not creating anything at all going front. So well done, Sheffield United. Thanks everybody for popping into the chat. They may not be that good, Jack, but they score goals, and that's what gets you 3 points. The scoring goals and the winning games. I wish Sunderland weren't very good, but I wish we were scoring goals and winning games. That's what gets you results. We did deserve a point from that, says Jack. He says, we did deserve a point. Till the next game, lads, Dragon, that's all we can do. But thanks everybody for popping in the chat. I do appreciate all your support. Better team lost. Well, it's the league table, doesn't lie, Looty, does it, I'm afraid. Be interesting to see what the backlash is from this. Just goes to show you we need to strengthen in January, don't we? Or we're not getting anything. But listen, if that's the standard of the best team in the league, then we should be in the top 2 at the end of season. Sheffield were crap. Look, Sheffield, they weren't that good. They weren't that good at all. But like I say, you've got to score. You've got to put your chances away. And what better chance are you going to get than a penalty? Say no more. A draw would have been a fair result. But it's given to you on the plate. If you're not going to take it, Sheffield United are just going to say thank you very much. And we've shot ourselves in the foot by missing that penalty. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, never had a striker for 2 years, says Rico. Robert should not have been there tonight. Better team lost. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I'm going to eat my Chinese. I'm pretty fed up, to be honest with you. Oh. Connolly finally gets a goal and no seen since. Sorry, but Regis Labree's lost at the minute. Seems lost. Well, as I said, is the crack starting to pay? Anyway, I'm going to go up. Thanks everybody for popping in tonight. You're welcome, Gary. And we'll catch you later. Toodaloo.